Start my clap is taking a year. Okay, there we go. Is that like an update or something that's downloading? Nope. 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 Nope.
Don't know Yasunoto is. He's probably dead.
Rip. I'm sorry. I hope you weren't live.
I am live. I already said I was going
Well,
live.
you know, I thought maybe you were behind.
Kevin, you know how many times you've done that? Yeah, like when we were live.
You know, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Also, Genesis at 9:58 p.m. texted, crafting a chat may need to be rescheduled because I'm not going to make it on time and I'm currently still outside for the holiday. I apologize. It just dawned on me. And I responded, we can still do it.
Yeah. Where are we?
Said,
outside?
That's fine. Yeah, we are. I just said I apologize.
You fucking better. How dare you have a life? Am I in
I
the way?
don't know where Desinoto is. It would help if I type his name instead of Desinoto.
I figured it out. I'm here. Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
I need my hot dogs. They smell hot, hot, hot.
It smell hot.
It got me mellow yellow. What a song.
What a composition of musical notes.
I approve. I liked it.
Ugh. Well, I'm glad everyone respects their time, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's real good. Real great. Love that about this.
I mean, I kind of respect you. I don't know.
No, you don't. Okay, no, first of all, I said our time, not us.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So we're not being respected. That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, no, never. Not why. I don't respect any of you. You kidding me? They'll suck. Hey, try harder. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. I take it back.
You want me to cry harder? That was the only way I could think of do it. So.
Yeah, well, appreciate the commitment.
You're welcome. I'm here to commit. You know. Commit murder. Wait a minute. What? Huh? Who?
What?
I don't know. They came out of nowhere. It was kind of weird.
You ever get arrested for murdering somebody? Murder. This is how they get you on.
You ever been arrested for murder? You ever premeditated a crime?
No.
You ever murder someone at a truck stop?
Well.
You ever wish you had?
No.
Well, maybe, you know, go-getter. You should. I have no idea what that means. Don't look into that.
I won't.
I don't know. I don't know how these hot dogs are going to be, but I'm curious. You ever had Bar S hot dogs?
No.
Yeah.
Why would I try those when they're salons, you know?
Well, I suppose that you have a slight point. A slight point. There's better, but you got a slight point.
There's not better.
Are we starting this?
It's already started.
Oh, okay.
We're already here. We're this is it. This is what we're doing.
Oh, all right. Well, Adam, you know, kick us off. A cliff.
I'm not gonna do that.
All right. Kick off the episode then.
Oh, you want to do a real opening shit? I guess. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Why not?
Why not? We can run this better.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Who ran it better? You know, Adam or Z? Adam.
Never had a host with that name.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We killed him.
You're forgetting about Giuseppe. He ran it pretty good.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, anyways,
But then he ran everybody else out, you know?
oh, that's not what happened. All right. Anyways, welcome everybody to Crafting a Chat. This is episode 151. Um, Normally there's four of us, but right now it's just myself, Adam, and my boy Kevin.
I'm your boy?
Yeah,
Yes!
the only one here, so by definition, yes.
Alright.
And legally, I own your humanity.
You
We'll talk
own
about that
me?
later.
Yes!
Talk about that later. Uh, Genesis might show up. He might not. I don't know. 32 minutes before the show started, he was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I do this." Even though we've done, let me check, 150 of these before this episode. So I'm not quite sure how you've whatever. Not important. Desunono MIA. We assume killed. Probably set off a firework. Probably went straight in his mouth, down his gullet, and exploded. So that's
That's the way he wanted to go. I heard that.
he uh, just like a brown.
Just like what?
A brown.
What? Oh no!
Well, anyways, maybe he's alive, maybe he's not, maybe he'll join, maybe he won't. Um,
Oh man, what did I play this week? I played Diablo 4, shocker. And I played another game called A Little to the Left.
oh,
Um, and The Long Dark for not very long. Wasn't very long at all.
it was not.
um, I think that's it. I don't think I played like Call of Duty or anything else this week. I was quite busy this week.
Mm.
Although I may have more things to talk about when it gets to the wheel. Funny how that happens.
You know, yeah, it is funny, isn't
Suddenly
it?
there was more games that we played, you know? It's like we openly lie to people and then pull it out of our ass.
Well, we tease things. We don't lie. We just say, "Hey, I played other things during the wheel. I'll talk about them there."
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh.
And what'd you play?
Anyways, um,
Oh. Did I watch something?
oh, I don't know.
No.
Great. Um, I played Gas Station Simulator. That's about it. Just trying to get
Nice.
that platinum.
Did they fix
Basically,
more things for you?
no, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there is like a glitch that happens every so often, but you just gotta hard close the game.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's not terrible. Um, if you put your PlayStation in rest mode and like leave Gas Station Simulator open, and then you turn your PlayStation on and then play it, like continue from there, and then you place orders, the truck won't show up until you close your game and reload your save.
Interesting.
But the thing is, every order you've placed since since you put it in rest mode, like if you put it in rest mode, then turn it on, place like
Yeah.
4 orders, save,
Yeah.
then close the game and reopen it. All 4
They all
orders
arrive.
will deliver. Yeah.
Nice.
So you technically beat how much is in your warehouse. And I keep thinking about doing that just to be like, let me just get 10,000 of everything.
Yeah.
Because I have like $212,000 for something in the game. So I'm like, ah, ah, I
Is that
don't
a lot of
know.
money?
Yeah, most of the time when I see somebody playing the game, they have like $30,000.
Alright.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm also like 100 hours into the game, so.
That's fair.
Because of this fucking stupid trophy. But anyways, that's all I played. I don't think I played anything else. Oh, and then I watched Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh.
Good movie. Overall, recommend it.
What
Um,
now? What did you think? What was your initial reaction / thought when that tubby dragon showed up.
The pudgy one, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved him and I wanted him. Um, and then also I called the chest cute, the one that tried to attack the one lady.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
I was like,
The mimic.
"Aw," and
Yep.
my mom was like, "No." I'm like, "No, whatever."
Oh, what'd
Um,
she think? She liked the movie too?
I thought she was gonna be like, "Oh, that was cute," because that's what she says to movies that like mildly entertain her. But
Uh-huh.
she thought it was really good. She enjoyed it
Good.
a lot.
Good.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, enjoyable on the second watch, I think. Still,
Yeah.
um, yeah, just a lot of things happening like in the background. The story's constantly moving. Like there's a lot of character development. There's a lot of heart, a lot of comedy. It's just a solid movie all around.
Yep.
Special effects are real good. We talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, watched that. Liked it. I don't think I watched anything else that's not related to the wheel.
Wheel
Uh,
recommendation.
I might have, but I don't think I did.
Oh, rip Pat's AJ.
What?
Isn't somebody taking over her Pat's AJ? Ryan Seacrest or something like that?
I have no idea.
Oh, well.
He's not dead.
No, he's not.
He said rip past. I don't like Pat Sajak, so I'm not upset about it.
Wow. Is he a bad person? Or why don't you like him?
He's just he's more of an elitist than not. He's
Oh,
just
okay.
not like there's just so many things.
Okay.
Um, he doesn't believe in climate change. That's the big one.
Gotcha.
I just think he's annoying too. I don't think he's a good host. Like I don't, I've never watched Wheel of Fortune and gone, wow, what a great host.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like Vanna White. I don't even think he has good chemistry with Vanna. I know a lot of people do, but like I just don't see it.
Okay.
But maybe that's just my dislike of him coming through.
Maybe.
But yeah, just not a huge fan. Hopefully it's not Ryan Seacrest, though. That got too many places. A worse host, I would think, compared to Pat Sajak. I'll give him that. They could
Yeah,
do
I would think so
worse.
too, but
They
I
could do
thought I
worse.
heard Ryan Seacrest taking over Wheel of Fortune
Oh,
somewhere.
that's. Oof. I gotta be honest. I
Yeah.
look at Ryan Seacrest and I go, that guy can't spell. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
All right.
not to insult his intelligence. He just doesn't look like he's using words every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I don't think I watched anything else. I might have. If I did, it'll come to me. But I'm pretty sure I didn't.
All right.
All right, Kevin, you got a topic?
Um. Well, as I said last week, I was gonna play The Long Dark and review it. Um. I'm not really gonna review the game because I thought it was absolutely terrible, but
Oh wow, okay.
it's very slow. It runs like shit,
Yeah.
and it's not really all that like fun to look at. And I don't mind games that have like lesser graphics, but oh, that hurt. I felt like I had to strain to see like, is this something I'm supposed to be interacting with or not?
Mm-hmm.
And like it's really cool. It's got some cool survival like premises in it, but everything just takes too long. Um, and the movement is slow as shit. Uh, well, I don't know. I think it's awful. I know there's people who like enjoy the game. Um, that's fine. There's people who are there's a type of gamer who would probably enjoy this. I need it to be faster, and some of the things where like you have to hold down the button and like spend time searching something just to find one thing. It's like we don't need Escape from Tarkov here, all right? It works in Escape from Tarkov because it creates tension. this game, it's just delaying picking up crap, and you can pick up almost everything you can find to an extent. And like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but I just
No, you are.
I didn't enjoy my time at all with it, and that's why I pretty much what I think I played like 10, maybe 15 minutes, and I was like, no, I'm done.
All right. I felt like it was a little longer than that.
Maybe it was, I don't know.
Honestly, it might have just been so boring that it felt longer.
Man, I was falling asleep in the chair.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't
No.
great. Um, I like me a survival game. Just I'm a big fan of those types of
Mm-hmm.
games, but yeah, that one did not appeal. There was a point where you're just sitting by fire for like, it felt like 90 minutes, and you're
And
like,
that,
it takes forever to get warm, and I'm like,
yeah,
I couldn't even tell if anything was happening.
the little circle had filled in like a 40th, and that was immediately gone as soon as I like got up from the campfire.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if it's full, then it remains longer. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, 40th is accurate. But all right, cool. Anything else to say about the Long Dark? Don't recommend.
No,
You don't think
I
it's for
don't
anybody?
recommend. I don't recommend. I think like, God, I don't know. There, like I said, there's survival games. It's weird because there's always like a crowd of people who are like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest survival game I've played." Because everybody kind of wants it to do something different. I don't mind complex survival games. I just want things to happen quicker. And I don't mean like you freeze to death quicker or like die quicker or whatever like that. And you don't even need like a whole lot of action in the game. Um, but like, just let me loot the thing. I don't understand why I have to search everything all the time. Make it a little more obvious as to what is lootable. Um, because everything has the same weird art style. And like for instance, there was a fallen tree trunk laying up against like a mound of snow. And I thought for sure it was a rock until I saw the bark. like um I don't know. It's bizarre. I'm sure there's a good game in there somewhere. It just didn't grab me when it needed to grab me, and I don't want to go through the slog of finding out if it's good or not. Um, and I don't even need like action in my survival games. I loved Miasmata. Um, Miasmata. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Um, and that really didn't have action. It was just stay safe. And hope that you don't get hunted by like the one thing on the island that is only partially pursuing you while you like try to find a cure. What made it so cool was how you revealed the map, where you had to like triangulate your position over and over again to reveal parts of the map. And in order to do that, you might have to like climb higher, which meant you could fall, or you could like pull something or crack something or whatever have you. And the game was very detailed with like the amount of injuries that you could sustain in the game. It's wild. Um, But like even in that, oh, I see this. Oh, I now have it. I picked it up. Oh, I want to put some things together. Cool. To make a fire, you need, the what? Wood. There's an optional accelerant, something to light it with, and there was another thing. There's like four slots that things can go into for making just a freaking campfire. I have no idea what making weapons is like in the long dark. Um, It is nice though. The very nice touch, very very early on. Well, not very early on in the game. Before you even get into the game, there's a little disclaimer that explains that yes, we know how wolves are in real life, and we're taking some liberties here, and we're going the more stereotypical gaming approach to wolves because adversary. Um, and then there was another little bit of something in there that I forget what the hell the other like mention was at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I don't remember. Um, But I had to like give it a score out of 10 or something. Three, maybe it
Oh
bumps up to a
Jesus!
four.
Wow.
Not a fan.
Yeah, not at all. All right, well, The Long Dark. Don't check it out.
And okay, so to put it in perspective, since you played Green Hell with me, Green Hell I would say is like 7.5. Only because I feel like it was lacking a lot of things that could have been in it.
Yeah,
Um, which normally I don't like count that against a game, but this was just like there were certain things that it was like, oh wow, all of this can happen to me. You can get bit by spiders, by snakes, by like all this crap, but then like certain crafting things are just a pain in the butt or totally non-existent. And then you have like no real reason to explore from what I remember. Um, and then the tribesmen, I forget there was something I didn't like about them, but it's been so long since I played that game. Um, yeah, but no, Green Hell is a much better game, and it's probably even better on PC with all like the extra like DLCs and shit.
I mean,
Um, I
that,
don't think all have made it to PlayStation, but I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure they haven't. I think Green Hell. I'll agree with your rating, but I think there was a reason to explore because the resources in that game would go so quickly, especially with a few people working an area. You then had to move and go somewhere else to get like I need more palm leaves or whatever. Um, so it was a lot of like reason to go out, but it seemed like most of the time you're just trying to survive. It's not making you go through the world and like it's not like the forests. I mean, I think there is a story, but at the same time, like, I don't
There
care.
is, but I don't know.
Isn't
Maybe
there
is
like
the
a
game too
walkie-talkie
objective
thing?
driven?
No, it didn't really have objectives. I don't remember.
I thought it did because I thought at one point we were just like we kept dying over and over to like progress to a certain part of the island.
It had
We
like
were
an
just running.
objective of like we had to do that tutorial part,
That's what I'm thinking
and
of.
then
Okay.
as soon as that ended, it was like we don't give a fuck what you do now. Goodbye.
Okay.
Because there was that dumb shit with a walkie-talkie, and then like
Yeah.
I think we got it down to like it took 11 minutes to get past that part or something like
Yeah.
that. And yeah, where you're talking to that one lady and all that garbage. Yeah, didn't care for that. But I don't care for that in almost any survival game.
The Forest is a good game if you can get past all the jank. Very jank game.
I
But
agree.
there's a gem in there.
There is a gem, and apparently Sons of the Forest is actually pretty good.
I've heard great things about Sons of
Yeah,
the Forest, so good on them.
yeah.
I
But
might actually check it out and consider playing it.
yeah, and then that other one that's the one where you're in the water and the island. I forget what it's called. It was on Extra. I think it still is.
Raft?
Um,
Stranded Deep.
no, Stranded Deep.
Yeah.
Played that one a little bit with Genesis. He didn't care for it, and I kind of liked it. The only reason I didn't actually play it on my main is because one of the trophies is like you have to make everything and not
Uh-huh.
disassemble that. You have to like make it and then
Oh
leave
yeah.
it somewhere in the world. And I saw a video of somebody who did it, and there's like over 1,000 things in that game.
Jeez.
So to make it and then place it somewhere, I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I got a life to live. But
Oh, go
that
ahead.
one was cool. That one was cool. I liked it.
I really hope that Breath Edge makes it to some sort of free. I because I kind of want to check it out. It looks neat. I don't know if you heard of it or not. I think it kind of went under the radar.
I know of
Um,
Breathage.
you know of it?
I
Okay.
do.
Have you played it? It seemed like a very you game.
No, it's not on PlayStation. I don't.
It's on
Or it is.
PlayStation.
Oh yeah, it is,
It
isn't it?
just came to it, I think.
I have not played it. I know I've seen playthroughs of it on PC. I didn't even know it was
Hmm.
on PlayStation. Um, but space ones are like kind of weird for me.
Okay.
most of the time the space ones are like they kind of bank on you're in outer space. Isn't that cool? With very limited features. That's most
Okay.
of them.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Sure. That
So
makes
I
sense.
like. I've never even. Yeah, I have to look into that one. See if it ever see what the trophies and stuff are like. I don't even
Yeah.
know how much it is.
I don't know. Try it. Let me see. I can search it up real quick. Well, I guess that's all I really have for topics. I don't really have anything else to talk about.
Well, I
Message.
had.
Oh, it's on sale.
Oh.
$12 from 30.
Oh, that's pretty steep.
That's not bad.
Oh man, I usually like hunger and shit. I turn off. Oh, fucking Subnautica is another survival one I really like.
Subnautica, yeah, you really
Fucking
did like that game.
love Subnautica. Love the second Subnautica. Want more Subnautica. But I don't play like on the extreme mode. I don't
Yeah.
deal with like hunger and shit
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think that's fun in most games.
Okay. Yeah.
Like in Minecraft, I when I play that in survival, I like keep the hunger and shit on, obviously. But hunger is so manageable in Minecraft because there's I don't know about 50 food resources.
Yeah.
In Subnautica, there are a lot of food resources, but it goes away so quickly that it's just not worth dealing with it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I love. Oh God, I love survival games. That's why I kind
Survival
of
games
like
can be really
Animal
fun.
Crossing. It's almost like a survival game.
Yeah, kinda.
It's just a resource management game. I just like resource management. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got a weird thing. I'm weird.
No, no, that's fine.
No, I
It's
know.
on sale till Thursday, so
Mm, all
keep
right.
that in mind.
I have to look into it. I'll let you know tomorrow.
All right.
Um, I have two topics. I mean, the wheel, obviously. I had another
Yeah.
one, but it doesn't really work if only two of us are here.
Oh.
So, I guess we'll save that for
Yeah.
either when Gasinodo ever shows up, if he's unless he's dead, or Genesis if he shows up. He might not. I'm banking on he won't
Mhm.
because he doesn't know how to count for time. We could do wheel of recommendation, but then at the same time, like I don't want you to talk about what Genesis recommended you, because then you're gonna want to tell him, you know.
Right. Right.
So I say we do something a little bit different.
Okay.
I say we go through some news stories, and we just have some like just
Just
friendly
conversations on
conversation.
news
Yeah,
news stories. Let's
yeah.
do it. I'm ready.
You like that?
I do.
I'm
Let's do it.
glad. I'm glad. Give me a second. I did not prepare for this literally at all. Some would say.
No, no, you're good. I'll fill time.
Yeah, full time.
Um, so let's see. Get hype. Front Mission First has dropped on everything, including PlayStation. So I will be picking this up and playing it.
Mm.
Uh, could potentially have a first impressions thing next week. Also, I gotta look at the calendar here. Ah, man. Oxenfree 2 is gonna have to wait a week. It's coming out on Wednesday, apparently, so it's not gonna be in time for the podcast. Um,
Bastards.
yeah, but that'll also be coming up. Honestly, I might just review both of them at the same time. So Front
Oh,
Mission
okay.
first and Oxenfree 2 because I'm looking forward to both these games. Um, I didn't even know that Front Mission First was going to drop on everything else, as I was just going to stay on Switch, and I was going to have to buy the game and borrow Adam's Switch. But
Yep.
then, time passed, and now it's here. So cool. Um,
Good old
so that
times.
won't be next podcast, but the podcast after that, we can talk about both those games. Um, other fun things are happening here. I'm gonna be getting. This is probably a ways out, but I'm gonna be getting a board game that I can't wait to review with everybody. It's called Mr. President. It is a single-player game that lasts about 6 to 10 hours. Single-player board game that also, when you're like put all the stuff out, takes up an 8-foot banquet table, basically.
Jesus. Wow.
There's so much to this. The complexity rating is almost maxed out on Board Game Geek. But I'm ready. I'm here for it. I can't wait. Um, and technically, you can like come up with ways to play this cooperatively because of how many like people quote quote are involved. Because it's not just you being the president. You have your advisors and cabinets and stuff like that. Sounds amazing. I can't wait. It comes out this year supposedly. I have it on pre-order at my local game store. Get hype.
Is
Also, I'll
it
be talking about. Go ahead.
is it similar to the like childhood game, Mr. President?
I don't even know what that is.
Honestly, it's not really even much of a game. It's just when somebody goes, Mr. President, and then you all act like Secret Service agents around a person who's the
Oh,
president, and then you can
yeah,
tackle
no.
them out of the way and stuff.
Right. Yeah, no, no. No. This
Okay.
is like you are the president. Here are your country's problems, and also here's the rest of the world. Have fun.
Well then,
hmm
that's interesting.
Massive. 600
Oh
over
my
170
god.
event cards or something like that. It's wild. There's so many components. The visual aids or like assistant like boards. You know how like some games will have like a thing that you can put in front of you that says like here's the turn order, here's this. This is a single player game. There are 6 player aids.
Huh. That's a little nuts.
Yep, but I'm super excited. And then at some point as well, the next expansion for Spirit Island should reach me. I backed it and they started shipping everything. Just waiting on that. Hopefully by the end of the month. I'm real excited for it. Nature Incarnate, and who knows, may have a board game night with Adam again so we can experience some of the new
Ooh,
expansion. Because I know he
that's
likes Spirit
exciting.
Island,
He
or at
did.
least I think you. I think you
Yeah, it
liked
was
it.
fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
So there you
All
go.
right.
I'm
Cool.
looking forward to playing the Sun.
Oh God.
It's one of the new spirits. Is just an angry sun.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah. And friend Brad, who in like every D&D or fantasy realm is very much a caster and somebody who has like high intelligence and like just doesn't really opt for direct damage, more just messing with everything, has gotten the perfect spirit ever. It's this shadowy thing that basically says, "Oh, you like living there? No, you're now in a pocket dimension." And then at some point later on, you just go, "Okay, you know what? No, everybody out of the pocket dimension and slap them somewhere else on the board." Um, because why not? And while everything is inside the pocket dimension, you're just generating fear because why not? Uh,
Huh.
and we've already come up with that. One of the games I'll have to play the ocean, so he can just be like, "Okay, cool, everybody out," and then the ocean goes, "Oh yay, people!" and just drowns them all. Um,
How the ocean's a fickle son of a gun.
So yeah, a lot of things to look forward to. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot to talk about this week, but we've got maybe some news headlines.
You know, we got a
Did I
lot
stall
of
long
like
enough? Yeah.
we got a lot of like Activision stuff, and honestly, I don't know about you, but I could care less about that.
Same.
Um, there's like ones about like Microsoft almost bought Sega, or they were trying to, and
hmm
like all the places they wanted to buy, they literally had a list of like 100 developers. But I
Yeah.
want to talk about only one of them because I want to hear your thoughts. That
Oh, okay.
yeah, because it's a weird one. It's super weird because they were
Okay, I'm
just gonna
ready.
throw money. Because usually I'm okay with acquisitions as long as it's like buying a smaller company, giving
hmm
them the capital, and you're buying a company that you've built a relationship with. Sony's really good at doing that. That's what
Yeah.
I. That's why I'm okay with 90% of Sony's acquisitions.
Hmm. Hmm.
The only one I wouldn't be okay with was Bungie, but Bungie is like we got bought, but everything's still coming to everything, and I'm like that's great, fantastic. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that
I
better.
really liked that purchase
Yeah,
because PlayStation was basically like, hey, we're going to give you some more money for your things, but also teach us how to do live service games. We're
yeah,
interested.
exactly. Like they're gonna trade some information, they're gonna help each
Yeah.
other and support. Like, yeah, great, cool.
A very, what is it, symbiotic?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
relationship.
the one Microsoft developer, or the one developer Microsoft thought about buying, was
Hmm.
Housemark.
Oh,
So I know you
interesting.
know, but the
Okay.
people who made Returnal,
Uh-huh.
they have literally no relationship with Housemark. As far as I can tell and personally know, not one Housemark game came to an Xbox platform.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure how or why they would do that. Um, but I guess they saw like they were competitive or they looked promising enough that they're like, we want to buy them. So I just want to
Yeah.
know your thoughts on that.
I mean, Returnal did gangbusters. And, I don't know, Microsoft doesn't really have, other than like Halo and Gears of War, I don't know if they have other shooters. So, like, maybe that's why they'd be like, hey, make another Returnal game. Because, yeah, and put it on our console. But I don't see how that helps at all because you already have the first game on PlayStation. Like, who's gonna buy an Xbox just to play the sequel of the game? People are just gonna get pissed at you. Um,
Yeah, this was apparently before Returnal, I think, was even announced.
oh, it was before Returnal. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was. They were
Um,
working on Returnal at the time, but it was like
wow. Then why earlier? I mean,
I
Housemarque wasn't like a failing company or anything. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't
Returnal, I think,
know.
really put them on the map. I hadn't
Yeah,
heard of them until Returnal.
well, they literally did all the the side scrolling arcade type games
Oh,
on
okay. Did they do
PlayStation. Like
Super Stardust?
I believe so, and
Oh, okay.
Resogun and all that crap.
Yeah, Super
Um,
Stardust HD or whatever the hell it was. Oh, murder on my eyes, but I can tell you it's a great game.
yeah,
You
they
you
were
need
all
to
about that.
watch a video before you play that though. Oh my God, because if you're like me, no, I can't do it. I can't play that game.
I That's one of the games can't watch, can play.
Interesting.
If
Okay.
I'm watching, I have no idea what's happening, and it's just too messy. But if I'm playing, like it's fine. I have no issues.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
So, but yeah, they were thinking about buying a Housemark. Not quite sure how far into talks or if they even tried talking to them, but it was one of their top seven, I think, on
Wow.
their list,
Huh.
which is
Bizarre.
fucking wild
Yeah.
that they considered to buy a Housemark, a developer they have literally no relationship with.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Weird.
that was one
Yeah.
of the
I don't
weirder
know.
ones.
Uh huh.
The rest of the Activision shit, like I don't care.
Mhm.
Um, shocker, shocker. Yeah, Phil Spencer lied. Like, there's a lot has come out, and
Mhm.
honestly, there is a conversation there, but I think that's meant for like all four of us to talk about,
Okay.
just because there's so much, just so much.
I believe
Um,
it.
oh man, that's literally all it is talking about that fucking
Yeah.
Activision deal. It's not a lot
I
of
mean,
video game news.
well, let's see. Do I know of anything off the top of my head? Video game? I mean, let's see. There's an ongoing saga with Diablo 4 and its player base over seasonal content. Um,
Mm-hmm.
which I mean, for anybody who's played a bunch of Diablo or Path of Exile or both, like myself, we sit there going, "Huh? How did you not? They said this, even though nobody wants to like remember that they said this, and also like it's kind of what these games are about. And now, like the going thing is, oh well, everybody's mad now because you're doing this stupid seasonal content, and look, everybody's leaving your game. The player base has already dropped by half or whatever since the game came out, and I'm like, well, yeah, because that's what happens in these games. And then season one will drop, and then the number spikes up, and then people play out to wherever they're comfortable with, and it slowly drifts off again. That's just
Mm.
how all of these games go.
Yeah.
Path of Exile is the same way. You start up a new season because you're like, oh man, let's experience all the new content and stuff. Cool, cool. Some people want to complete everything and kill like whatever the new final boss is. Cool, they do that. Me, I just want to try out like new builds, see the new mechanics, and if I really like it, I'll keep playing it. And if it's like, oh okay, yeah, I've had my fill of this game, I just stop, wait for the next season, and I know I've got a couple more months or whatever to play whatever other games I want to play. Um, so, I mean, I've started slowing down on Diablo quite a bit. I'm just basically looking at what builds could potentially work in season one, so when the patch notes drop, I can read them, understand more basically. Um, but like, this is all normal, nothing to freak out about. The game is going to do just fine when season one drops. It's not going to be like, there's no additional players. No, there will be a massive surge of people. I would not be surprised if the servers explode again. Um, so yeah, it's attracted that many. I think what really is going on is it's attracted that many new players to Diablo in general that they all look at this and they're like, "Oh my God, this game is dying," because all they have to like compare it to is things like Call of Duty or Battlefield.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Um, Another news story, kind of an important one, I guess. The people who made Lord of the Rings Gollum, remember that
hmm
abysmal game that came out?
yeah. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, that studio is no longer going to be making games anymore.
Hmm.
They're officially just going into publishing stuff now. They will not be
Interesting. Okay.
responsible for actually creating games,
Hmm.
which is a very large pivot, and I feel like you have to be good at making games to, like, I mean, if you can't make a game, do you really have the authority to say what's a good game to publish?
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess you do, but at the same time, real weird
hmm
that that happened. Um, yeah, I literally have Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out a month early.
Wait, it's July now.
Now it's like, hold on, let me pull this up. The PC release is launching August 3rd instead of the 31st now.
Hmm.
Um, and the PS5 version has been delayed to September 6th. And the Xbox version still does not have a release window. So they did that because they wanted to beat Starfield. They wanted to get on PC before
Ah,
Starfield launches.
got it. hmm
And since it's not coming to PlayStation, they're like, we can delay it by a week. Doesn't matter.
Oh. Well, all
Like, since
right.
Starfield's
Okay.
not coming to PlayStation. So.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, that
Um.
happened. They also confirmed that there's like 75 hours of cutscenes
Nice.
or
Great.
something like
Good.
that, which is too much.
hmm um. PlayStation games were announced. The PS Plus free games: Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Meh. Endling Extinction is Forever. Never even heard of it. But
Indie game.
Alan Wake remastered. So
That's the one you're interested in?
that's cool. Yeah, I have it on PC, but like, I think I'd actually like playing it on console more.
Alright.
I think
Yeah,
I think it's more of a controller game than keyboard and mouse.
that Endling I'll look into. I've heard good things. It's like a
Oh, okay.
cute little fox game or something, and I'm like, yeah, I'll play that. Why not? And then I kind of feel like playing like a story of a first person shooter.
Mhm.
And excuse me. And COD Cold War. I think that has a story. I
Yeah,
might
it does.
I might do that on my ult. Let's play that a little bit. See how I feel.
Mhm.
Um, not any of the multiplayer crap. I don't care about that. I'm not Genesis, who only plays that now. Um, yeah. Did you see Alan Arkin died? The
No.
actor. Yeah, he died. He's great, Little Miss Sunshine. All right, well,
Terraria is getting another patch. 12 years of support, and the developers have gone on record multiple times saying that this is going to be the final update, this will be the final update, because they really want to just move on from the game, but also they can't help but update the game. So it's become a running joke. Um, Relogic, the company behind it, has been considering moving on to its next project for 8 years, and they continue to support Terraria despite considering moving on. Adam, what do you think of this?
move on. Hot take. Never liked Terraria.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
just,
can see it.
it's not for me. It's not for
Hmm.
me at all. For a long time,
I
people were
love
like,
Terraria.
for a long time, people were like, you like Minecraft? It's side-scrolling Minecraft, and I'm like, it's not.
It's not.
You shut your
It's not.
mouth. It's not. And
It's an
I was
action game.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm just, I don't like the look of it. I don't like anything about it. I don't like how it's being supported for 12 years. I don't like that. That's too long.
All right.
That means you got a wild group of fans that support the development team enough that they keep pumping out these updates. And I want that studio to make something else. Whether that be Terraria 2, good luck making a sequel to a game you've been supporting for 12 years, or something else. And I would prefer they just move on to something else. Be happy, spread their
Um,
wings, you know?
I got a headline.
Oh no.
Video games and TikTok are to blame for French riots, says president.
So I did see that. I actually shared that with what's his name today?
Colloquial.
I think we used that before.
Son of a camaraderie?
Camaraderie it is. Doesn't sound familiar to
Alright.
me. I actually shared that with him, and he had the great joke, and it's a joke I've seen online as well since he said it. I'm not saying he's taking credit for it, but he had a great joke of France did not have riots before any of those things, and I'm like, you're absolutely right.
Yep.
I don't know if you know about France, Kevin, but
Oh,
they
I know about
riot
France.
literally all the time.
Yes, they do.
And any form of art form kind of helps push that narrative. So in a way, I don't actually disagree with him.
Hmm.
But at the same time, if it wasn't this, it would be a book, it would be a movie, it would be a TV show, it would be a guy's poem. It's it's human behavior and expression. The riots are going on for far more important reasons than video games and TikTok.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, shut up, Macron, you dumbass. God, what a disappointment of a man
He
Macron is.
really is. He needs to be ousted or whatever. I don't know
Honestly,
what they
you
do
know
over
what?
there.
Let's say it how it is. Back when I believe video games were first introduced in the 1700s, um, with the French riots where they started chopping off rich people's heads. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm. Hmm. Yep.
hey, do that. You know, hey
Yeah, there you
Macron, I'm
go.
not saying you should get your head chopped off, but if it happens, it was probably caused by video games and TikTok. So,
Yeah.
and we're sitting in Minecraft talking about it. So I guess he's not wrong.
Yeah, look at that. All right.
But yeah, no, he's just they raised the retirement age. They're doing bad things over there. He's just like, hey, French people, how can I fuck you over today? And the French people are like, yeah, we don't. We don't want you to do that.
Oh. Oh. Where's the article for this? Oh, read full story. Kevin, how about you read? This is interesting. Oh, this website is awful. That's okay. Oh, we're getting there. East Asia Soft. Never heard of these people. Um, apparently bringing roguelike to horror with the a game called The Red Exile.
Okay.
Uh, 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 Oh, apparently it launched on Steam already. I've never heard of this game. It looks like it was. It looks okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Uh. Oh, okay. It's an AI powered pursuer that learns like from your actions and whatnot, and gets to know what you're doing more, and you're just like trying to do the thing, whatever it may be.
Mm.
That's less exciting than I thought it was going to be. That's like every horror game. Well, that's sad. And we need some better headlines. Screw it. Let's make our own headline.
No, let's not do that. That's a slippery slope.
Okay, maybe not a headline, but let's
I
let's
got a, I
talk.
got a good one.
Oh, yeah, go on. All right.
Valve responds to claims it has banned AI generated games from Steam. Have you heard
I
about this?
saw that. I saw articles about it. I never read any. Fill me in.
So, an indie dev posted in the subreddit saying, hey, Valve is banning my game because they're no longer willing to publish games with AI generated content.
Hmm.
Um, And Valve's response to that, according to this guy, was as the legal ownership of such AI generated art is unclear, we cannot ship your game while it contains these AI generated assets unless you can affirmatively confirm that you own the rights to all the IP used and the dataset that trained the AI to create the assets in your game. And um, I thought, first reading that, I thought,
Mm-hmm.
good on Steam, good on Valve. AI art is not art. It literally just takes art and then reskins it 90% of the time. It doesn't create anything new.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like if you're like, hey, give me cats playing poker, it will literally take the dogs playing poker and switch it to cats. And
Yeah.
is that art? I would say no.
Right.
Is that like
I
a
would also.
new? Yeah, it's like is it doing something different? Sure, but at the same time, like, has it created something new? No, because it got the cat photo from somewhere else. It got
Right.
the like it maybe changed the color of the table, but it took that from somewhere else. And a human being can draw or create art. They can draw something that AI can't even make hands. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
classic things that fucks up. But Um, but they actually had a formal response because Eurogamer reached out, and I'm going to read that now. So in regards to AI, they said we know it is a constantly evolving tech, and our goal is not to discourage the use of it on Steam. Instead, we're working through how to integrate it into our already existing review policies. Stated plainly, our review process is a reflection of current copyright law and policies, not an added layer of our opinion. As these laws and policies evolve over time, so will our process. So they're just going, hey, we can't prove that this is um, owned by you. Prove it.
Yeah.
They're not taking a stance against AI, quote unquote, art. So now I think a little bit less of Steam, but at the same time, like, they're a company. They're just doing what they do.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So I don't know if you have any different thoughts on that or.
Um. No. I mean, I pretty much mimic what you're thinking. Um. I don't know. AI, man, AI is it's gonna be an interesting world. Um, because yeah, it really only plagiarizes for
Yeah,
the most part right now,
yeah,
no matter what you think, or if it's like crafting an image, it it can make an image and whatnot, like for a newspaper headline or whatever, and make it all like very believable. But at the same time, like it's kind of jank. Only in spots, but um, I don't like any part of this. I don't think AI should be. God, I don't. What the hell is the word? Not used. AI shouldn't have this like uh, ability to have like questions posed to it, or have people be like, "Hey, give me this," or "Hey, show me this, make me this," whatever the hell. Let Give AI the parameters and the pieces, and then say go nuts. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
procedurally generated levels and stuff. Be like, "Hey, here's all the different rooms, here's the hallways, here's tile sets, um, here's how lighting works, here's how traps work, whatever the hell, make a dungeon." That's fine. But this whole like, oh, I want a picture of like what you said, picture of cats playing poker. It's gonna search like cats play poker or whatever the hell, with like a slight um more emphasis on the whole playing poker part, not on the cats part. It'll pull the artwork with dogs playing poker that is very famous, and then it'll be like, okay, cool, but I know those are dogs, those are not cats. Sub it out, and maybe it doesn't even know that because it really depends on what the AI has been programmed to do. Um, but AI in general is just it's so stupid. Um, you really do need to program AI to do certain tasks. AI is so far from being like a know-it-all, unless like it's something like crap, the name escapes me, Watson,
yeah.
where it like understands how to search the internet for information. Now that said, however, somebody this is we can bleed into this. This is a sort of gaming news thing. Somebody apparently made some plugins for ChatGPT um, that allow it to read PDF files and understand them.
Mm.
And then they came up with like a query for the AI. I forget. I could probably look up exactly what they said here while I'm talking. And essentially, long story short, ChatGPT can look through a PDF rulebook for a board game, understand it, and then if you have a question, you ask your question, and it gives you the rulings and whatnot based on the rule books that for the game that it has read through, and it will give you page numbers. Um, so that's wild. That's kind of cool. Um,
It is neat.
what?
That's neat. That's like I'm not against AI at all. I'm
Mm,
against AI art. I don't think that's real. But I there is actual real world functions AI can do. And that is something like right there, what you just said with the PDF reading and understanding
yeah,
board game rules. That's awesome as hell.
it is.
That makes
But again, you're giving it a specific like, here is your task. When you have AI open ended like this, it's no good. There's so many things that can happen where it's like, why are we allowing this?
yeah.
I found the article somewhere in here has the actual thing. It's a very interesting read. Here we go. The thing that it's after like setting up Chat GPT to be able to do this and getting the rule book or rule books because it can actually memorize multiple in PDF form. His like thing that he tells the AI is this. Here is a single PDF comprised of number of board game rule books. Therefore, whatever board game name. Learn them. I will ask you questions about them when I need to check a rule. I want you to be clear and concise. Do not guess or hallucinate answers. If you don't know the answer, say as such. When you answer rules-based questions, I want you to provide a reference for which rulebook within the PDF and what page you found the rule on. Do not reference yourself as an AI language model. Do not apologize. Do not add any extraneous activity or information beyond answering the question and providing the rulebook reference.
Hmm. A lot of rules.
Yeah, but but apparently it works very well. So there you go, fun stuff.
Yeah, that's cool as hell. Now that's something cool happening with AI. Every 36 stories of AI, you get a cool one.
Yeah, right.
The rest of them are like, buy this, do this. I can make $11 million a month
Yeah.
using AI. No, you can't. Stop doing that. That's not sustainable, even if you could. But
Um,
yeah,
and
it's
to
nuts.
so an example, because there is an example in here somewhere. Crap, where's the picture of the thing? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Explain the new slingshot maneuver rules and how to perform one. I believe. What game is this in? This is a game called Leaving Earth. And the response from the AI was slingshot maneuvers in Leaving Earth in this expansion. Outer planets are only available during certain years when the planets are aligned correctly. A slingshot maneuver is marked with a symbol of the planet it leads to, and the text of the maneuver is written in that planet's color. On the calendar, each year is marked to show which slingshot maneuvers are available. For example, in 1970, you may use slingshot maneuvers leading to Jupiter and Neptune, but not to Saturn and Uranus. Some years, like 1979, have no slingshots available. Regular maneuvers allow you to go faster for higher difficulty or slower to use ion thrusters better. When performing a slingshot maneuver, you must take the exact amount of time listed, no more and no less. On each space agency card, there is a maneuver window chart. This shows where you need to be and when you need to be there in order to get to where you want to go. For example, if you want to reach Saturn in 1963, you will need to fly by Jupiter in 1961, which means you need to fly by Venus in 1960, which means you need to leave Earth orbit. Oh no, these are 80s. Sorry, I can't really read. So 1983, 1981, 1980, which means you need to leave Earth orbit in 1978. Reference Leaving Earth Rulebook, pages 7 through 8. That's cool as hell.
That's cool as hell. I agree. Yeah, yeah. That's absolutely nuts.
um, not gonna lie, considered actually setting this bad boy up at some point.
Hey, give it a whirl. Let us know.
Okay. Okay. Um, I linked you the article in case you want to give it a thumb through later.
I appreciate that.
Um, yeah, I had something I was going to bring up. What the hell was it now? Shit. What other gaming news have we got? What other gaming news have we got? Nothing new on Perfect Dark or Indiana Jones.
Uh, some new stuff on Perfect Dark and Indiana Jones.
Oh wait,
Um,
really?
yeah, that Activision thing that's happening right now. Microsoft docs are leaking,
Oh,
and they're so Indiana Jones confirmed the Xbox exclusive. Still 2 to 3 years off. Perfect
wow.
Dark, basically, Square Enix is working on it.
Hello.
Hello.
Square Enix?
Yeah, the
Hey.
people who worked on Tomb Raider. They're still working. Remember they were brought in to help.
Oh, Crystal Dynamics?
Yeah, yeah, they were part of Square
Oh, that's
Enix. I
fine.
don't think
Okay,
anymore.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that
still
that's fine.
they're now like the main team working on it. So the initiative not as much
Interesting.
on it as they were. Welcome,
So is it going to
Destinoto,
be
by the way.
third person?
Don't know. Also,
Hi.
basically, with the Activision docs and stuff and the Microsoft docs, that game is so far out because they've basically started over like 4 times.
Oh my
So
god.
I will be shocked if we see it in the next 2 to 3 years.
This is why Microsoft is so far behind.
Yeah, they got a lot of issues over there.
They're such a shitty company.
Yeah. Also, they've like their docs have also leaked like there might be a slim model of the PlayStation 5 coming out later this year. They've also had like um oh god, what was it? Uh Xbox Series X and S have sold like 21 million units combined. Xbox One is around like 58. It's not high at all. Um it's just there's just a lot of information coming out of it.
Mm,
Um uh Phil Spencer said that every Bethesda game will be exclusive.
yeah, yeah.
In like emails and shit. So people are like, does that mean every game you've said like it's a case by case decision? You've already made your decision 3 years ago. So people were pretty upset at him about that, and then it's just been a whole thing. It's just been a whole thing. But yeah, those are the updates for those games.
Okay,
So
okay.
surprisingly, still alive.
Yeah,
Destino,
I
you're
don't know,
here
man.
now, by the way.
I am here.
Yeah, you're
What
you're a
up?
little late. A little late. Still managed to beat
um,
Genesis.
where's Genesis? I thought in the
He
chat he said
at 9:58.
yeah.
He said probably won't make it. We should reschedule. And I said we
Oh,
don't need you. Um, and then
And then
you
we
also
evicted
didn't
him.
show up. So it's just Kevin and I
damn.
just hanging out. Um,
My bad.
nah, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly,
I
Kevin and I, we were doing great. We were having a good time.
it
Yeah,
just did not
It's
feel like a Tuesday today.
yeah, that's fair. But pretty relaxed episode so far. We kind of
Uh,
skipped over like every. We didn't do wheel of recommendation.
hmm.
But since you're here, uh, we could do that, I guess. Like for the ones that we'll save
we'll do
Genesis.
things that don't involve Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save Genesis. Genesis is? How do you say that? What's going
I
on
don't
there?
know.
I don't
Who
know.
knows? Who
But
knows?
first of all, let's start off with Destinota. What'd you play? What'd you watch? What'd you do?
Ooh. Um, I played some more RE4.
Of course.
I got a trophy. Um, Now I'm only 2 trophies away from the platinum.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got a beating the game on standard with an S plus, and I got I got the 2 complete main story without with only using knives and handguns,
Oh, nice.
and the trophy without uh, completing the main story without talking to the merchant a single time. So that was not that fun. Uh,
I
but
would imagine that seems like a key part.
yeah, because so with the merchant you can't talk to him at all, so you can't repair your knives, you can't upgrade anything, which I just ran it on the easiest mode because you can. So I so it wasn't too bad because I had upgraded one or all 3 of the knives a decent amount before that run, and you pick up knives on the way, so I never really ran out of knives except for like one time, and then using my fully upgraded handgun wasn't too bad on assist either. So
I'm surprised you didn't do the no health
yeah, I was
pickups on that
doing
one.
all three. I was doing all three, and at a certain point, it just took too long because then you're stuck at like yellow or um, like a fourth year health pretty much the whole game. As soon as you lose some of it, because there's no other way to heal without getting a without using like a herb or something. So I was doing it until like chapter 7 or 8, and I was like, this is just I'm gonna end up taking like 10 hours or something with how many times I'm dying,
Mm.
or more than a few days. So I just said I'll just do that in another run. So
And I'm
yeah,
assuming
that
with
one
the
I still gotta
trophies you have
do.
left, you also have to do 2 separate runs.
Yeah, because I gotta do a hardcore S plus, and then I can't really do the no recovery on that, so I'll have to do another assisted run or a standard maybe. And then I also want to do professional S plus just because um, it would be cool.
Alright,
So
I
I
respect it.
yeah, lots of runs for this one game.
Yeah,
Very replayable.
good, good.
It doesn't really the gameplay loop doesn't really get boring to me at all, and I feel like that was the same for the original one too. So
It's good to hear. Alright.
yeah, I think that's all I played. Oh, Fate Grand Order had its 6th anniversary uh, just yesterday. So they had a bunch of stuff going on, new characters to roll for, and they were giving away a lot of the currency you use to roll. And then they have like a guaranteed SSR banner you can roll one time for, and a free SSR ticket they give, so you can
Mm.
pick one of them from the game. Pretty good stuff. Um, Anybody who's trying to play a gotcha game, this would probably be the best time for Fate because you get a lot of free rolls. Granted, it's all RNG still, so if your luck's not that good, then you might not get anything.
Alright, Kevin, now's the
But
time. Now's the time, Kevin. You've been waiting.
they did put in a pity system, like around I think it was either last year or New Year's, where if you do 300 rolls on one single banner for whatever servant it is, you'll get it at the end of at that last set of 10 or the last 300th roll.
Oh, if you don't get it before then?
Yeah, which
That's
is
nice.
still a lot. It's still a lot of Saint Quartz, which is the currency that you use to roll. But like, let's say we were to calculate if you were just buying uh the Saint Quartz in the game from zero, it would cost uh almost $463 if you were buying, straight up like 900 uh 900 Saint Quartz, which most people don't do. Um, there's a lot of ways to get that by playing the game, and sometimes they give it away for free, like they did for anniversary. And then next year they're actually giving almost 1,000 away for free, so that'll be cool. Um, yeah, I played that. Um, I watched a bunch of things. I think I totally forgot. I think a few weeks ago I had watched Parasite. I don't know if I mentioned that. Did I?
I don't think you did.
The movie. Yeah, that movie is fucking incredible. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much like it's such a I feel like it was such a different movie from a lot of stuff that I watched recently, but damn, that shit stuck in my head for like the next few days with everything that happened in that. Um, but yeah, I watched that. Really good. I don't know if anybody else has seen it here.
I have.
Oh, what did you think of
I,
it?
I mean, I when it won the Oscar that year,
Yeah.
I wanted it to. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's just I mean, the director guy, the Park Jun Ho or Park Oh, I don't know. It's Park something. That guy doesn't miss. Um,
Yeah. Oh my God.
so it's not my favorite movie of his, but it's better than almost any movie that came out. I think it's better than any movie that came out that year, and it's probably better than any movie I've seen, probably within like a 10-year range of my life.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's really
like,
good.
damn. It's not even like that. Like if somebody told you the story, it's nothing crazy.
No, it's literally his direction. It's his direction, and then the husband I thought was fucking incredible in it.
Sleep early, okay, ma'am? Don't get some rest. You know what?
And then that lady who just spoke, I thought she was incredible in it.
Hmm, hmm,
But
hmm.
but yeah, no, I just it's his direction and the cinematography is just it does, man, it holds on some shots and it's fucking good.
Those staircases.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
it's just a combination of things. It's so
That
good.
one scene I'm watching, and it's just crazy how many staircases they're going down to go back to their home. Like a tsunami came
Yep.
and just destroyed everything, and they live below ground, and that whole theme in the movie that they're coming from underneath the ground basically
Hmm.
and climbing up the stairs all the way to what could be like the highest, not the highest, but like a really high level of living in Korea.
Yeah, yeah, the social class
Yeah.
that the movie portrayed. I mean, especially at the time it came out. I mean,
Oh
even
yeah.
now, I think it's as time goes on, that movie just gets better and better.
Oh man.
So
I bought it so long ago too. I think I bought it like maybe I don't know 6 months or so after it came out. Um, in on the 4K
oh, nice.
set, and I never watched it for some reason. I think I just maybe forgot it was there, or and then the one that I was like, okay, yeah, I want to watch something that's new I never seen before. And I was like, oh, I still have this. Let me pop this in there and see what this movie's about. And
And
man,
then a life changing experience occurred.
oh yeah, holy shit!
Yeah,
Every single character played their role like to the highest level they could.
yeah,
Oh man,
it's great.
I feel like anybody could watch that movie and they'll be like, "Fuck,
Also,
why didn't I
Bong
watch this
Joon Ho.
before?"
That's the director, not Park. I don't know why the fuck I
Yeah,
said Park.
yeah. I think the guy who did Train to Busan, his name is starts with that. That could be
Yeah,
something.
I think you're right.
Gosh. Um, but yeah, everybody go watch that movie.
I might have been thinking of Park Chan Wook,
Hmm.
who's the old
Yeah.
boy.
I well that was from a few weeks ago, but I also watched. I started. Um. Uh. I started The Bear.
Oh fuck yeah! I was gonna
Oh
recommend that
fuck
to you
yeah,
like in
dude.
a week or something. Hell yeah!
Oh man, I
How
love
far are
the
you into the
show.
bear?
Uh, season 2, episode
Oh Jesus!
episode like 8, I think.
Oh man, you just finished the episode with Forks. with
Or maybe
Richie.
maybe it was 7. I stopped at the episode was like an hour long, and
Oh, the family one.
yeah, I didn't get to watch that yet.
Oh, that's yeah. You stopped at
Man,
if you didn't watch that hour long one,
yeah.
that one, um, that's 6. So you're up to 5.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, what do we call him, Kevin?
Oh
Comrade,
shit. Camaraderie.
camaraderie. Camaraderie has been texting me. He just finished episode 7, um,
Oh,
of season 2. Fucking, first of all, I gotta go back to season 1 and be like, don't you love Tina, the older Hispanic lady in the kitchen?
oh, I didn't like her at all
Oh, really?
until she came around. Then I
She
was like, okay,
she's just very set in her ways in that one,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
That seemed to be the case because she's an older person. She's been there for
she
what,
thought it was an
10?
insult.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my favorite character in the first season is Richie and Tina. Love Richie, he's very funny.
Yeah.
Um, and then Fack
And
is also
Fack.
very funny.
Fack
Fack,
is hilarious.
also a real chef and the main food guy on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a real chef. He has a YouTube channel and everything. He's pretty
Oh
popular.
shit.
I think he
Wow.
also has an HBO show. Um, but the episode where it's the one long take in season 1, where the kitchen thing is the order thing's going off,
Oh
fucking
yeah.
top tier television right there.
Man.
And then season
Even
2, yeah.
from the first or second episode, there was so much fucking screaming.
Oh yeah, they're nuts.
Like, but then some episodes it's so chill. It's such a chill show,
it
and
it does like
oh
satisfying shots of cooking.
yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
It's like I'm watching this one anime I watch called Laid Back Camp, and it's just these girls going on camping trips, and they're just cooking stuff and eating and having fun. And it reminded me of that because they're cooking and you can see everything they're doing, and it's so clean and
yeah.
like clean shots and all that. And I'm like, oh wow, this
Restaurants,
show's
high
great.
stress environment, and
Yeah,
apparently, the reason
gosh,
I started watching the show is because everyone I know who's ever worked in a restaurant was like, "This is the realest shit I've ever seen in my entire life." And I've never worked in a restaurant. I've never worked with food,
yeah, me
and I
neither.
was like, I kind of want to know. So I watched it, and I was like, "This is just fucking good television."
Hell
It's
yeah,
so good. Oh my
god
god.
damn.
My favorite shot of season 1 is Carmi telling that story in the morning, fucking, what's it called when you lose somebody and you go to one of those things, like a group
Oh,
therapy
the
thing. It's not AA. Is it AA? Was it
no,
AA?
it
No.
was like A N something.
Yeah, like people who like mourn in a circle. Kevin, what is that
Yeah.
called?
Uh, People who mourn in a circle?
Yeah, like it's like AA, but it's like a group therapy thing.
Oh, I have no idea.
Man, it's called something. But yeah, when he's giving that speech, just telling the story about his brother, and then his brother just fucking coming out of nowhere in that one episode, just being like, "Oh my god,"
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is this?
and then
He's
fucking
just talking and
yeah,
talking and he's also cooking. I was like, wait, this guy can cook too.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
He
It's
was like
just,
one of the few people in the show that are cooking who are not in the kitchen
I
or part of
know.
that group of people.
Yeah, well, he was part of that group of people.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, no, season 2 is even better in so many ways. Um, fucking love that show. I'm glad that you started it. That would have been a recommendation for you,
yeah.
but I'm glad that I don't have
Yeah,
to list
I
a
was
recommendation.
wondering why nobody recommended me this yet, and I was glued to this show.
It's
The
so
last
good.
like the last I only started a few days ago. And and I guess it was the weekend too, so I'm just
I
chilling.
watched season 2 last Sunday.
Yeah,
Last Sunday, I literally sat down and watched all of season 2 in one sitting.
yeah.
So
And I was
it's a good show.
when season one was almost done, I'm like, wait, why are there so few episodes of this? I want more. And then
Yeah,
season two, episode one was in the corner. I'm like, oh, there's another season.
yeah.
Let's
Season 2 is the last
go.
one, and then season 3 hopefully will come out soon. Didn't
Yeah,
Warrior come out?
it did, and that was the next thing I watched.
I have not watched season 3 yet.
Oh shit! There's I think 3 episodes
Yeah, there are.
right now,
The third
and
episode comes out July 6th,
oh no,
according
there's
to
definitely
Google.
three.
According to
There's
Google,
definitely
it comes
three
out
out
July
already
6th.
because I watched 3 episodes.
But at the same time, it looks like it might have been already released because it looks like it's available to watch right now. Confusing.
Yeah.
Confusing. Good?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, new season, right? So it's starting shit up again.
Oh, we know what it's building to. We already know
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I gotta find a recap of season 1 and 2.
They did they do the I think they
I like finding one that's like super detailed on YouTube.
oh
Like how Peaky Blinders had it for like the first 5 seasons or whatever. Like, this is
mhm.
what Tommy and the boys are up to now. Then they did this, and then good old Paulie Gray. Like, it's so good. They get like a voice
Yeah.
actor to do like a Peaky Blinders impression. It's so funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, War can't wait. I'll watch that before next week.
So they did do a whole recap of from the first episode
Oh, they did.
of yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like clips from each episode
Yeah,
showing
that's
from when he
fine.
got off the boat and then uh everything that happened, pretty much all like the
Oh my
major
god,
events.
I totally forgot about that coming out. Shit, what an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot too, and then I went on Max and I was like, oh, it's already here.
Yeah, I haven't gone on Max. I've just been busy with so much other shit.
mm,
But fuck. Okay, yeah. Save your
that's
thoughts on
great.
that until next week. I'll catch up.
Okay.
We'll talk. We'll go into that.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything else?
I feel like I definitely did. Um, uh, hmm, I always forget something.
Always.
Hmm.
An anime, a movie.
No anime. Didn't watch any anime this week. Um, hmm.
Oh fuck! I just realized I forgot something, but it's not even that big of a deal.
Hmm.
I watched Dungeons and Dragons, but Kevin and I talked about that. But I also saw The Flash in theaters because my mom wanted to see it. So, but that's not.
Oh,
That's whatever. It'll come to streaming in a few weeks, anyways. So I'll talk about it after that.
hmm.
I'll want to rewatch it before I have final thoughts.
Hmm. Um, I had finished. No, I already talked about that. Well, I don't think I have anything else right now. Did
Alright, that's fine.
I? Yeah.
That's fine. We
Unless I
can.
remember something else. But
Kevin walked away for a moment, but I
oh,
feel like we can go into the wheel. Did you do anything for the wheel of recommendation?
um, did I? I don't think I did.
Great, great, good for you, man. Great. You're
um,
now like I don't know, 7 weeks behind on this. Yeah, I don't even think anything was recommended to you this last week. Nope. But
Oh,
you still had a bunch of old shit. So you still didn't watch Miss Sloan on Max?
yeah.
Great, great.
We'll
No DuckTales,
get
no Slay
there.
the Spire, no
No,
RE8.
no. Wait, Slay
Cool,
the
cool.
Spire was one too.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
cool,
So
cool,
that's
cool.
6 things. Okay.
Yeah, you got a lot of things. Let me just do that. I mean, I'll just go into what I did that's related to you. I watched Black Mirror season 3, episode 2, playtest. Um,
Oh.
as requested.
Yes.
I liked the very beginning of the episode. I thought
Oh.
it was interesting,
Yes.
and then it got into the sci-fi shit, and I kind of lost interest.
Oh.
Um, but then I still think the episode I think is set up very nicely. I think it's well acted. Um, like I think the horror elements of the when he was in the house were
Mm.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
There was a point where I started like talking to myself a little bit, and then the one lady was like, "Ah, you're talking to yourself. You know that's a coping mechanism." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, she's calling me out. She's calling me out." Um, and I don't know. Every time I watch one of these, I think of like a bad episode of Twilight Zone or an episode of Twilight Zone I didn't like
Mhm.
because the Twilight Zones I like are like a crazy twist, and it's like, oh, like I don't know, and it doesn't show humanity at its worst. And for some reason, every time I hear about Black Mirror, it's always about technology,
Mhm.
and it's always about like the most god awful people doing the most god awful things. Like after he died, they just seemed so careless that he died. And I was like, oh, it's a cool little twist that he actually never made it into the game because his mom called. Because he took a picture of the medical device.
Mhm.
Which is weird, because I thought when she took his phone, she turned it off. I didn't know she, like, left it there. And then I was like, did
Mhm.
she do that on purpose? Like, did they want to know, like, I don't know. I knew immediately that the memory thing was going to come into play. Like, that was his biggest fear immediately. Because, like, that was so big. That was such a big loss. But, I don't know. I didn't, I didn't hate it. I just was like, man, I would rather watch a drama about a man running away from his mom calling him and just backpacking across the country, hooking up with this girl, and then trying to get back. Like, once we got to the Hideo Kojima Resident Evil house, I was like, I'm not into this at all.
Oh.
So, technology doesn't
Hmm.
scare me for the most part. So that's kind of what that was about. I don't think it was a bad recommend. I just don't think it was up my alley in any way.
Mhm.
But I mean, like I said, if somebody's making a small independent film about a guy backpacking because of what the beginning of this episode is, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm down. But
Yeah.
yeah, didn't care for the rest of it. So,
Okay,
Hmm.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe another episode would have been better.
oh no. Kevin, I just talked about my Black Mirror episode that I watched with Playtest. The one I don't know
Yeah.
if you've ever saw it. It's like
No, but
this.
I thought about watching it.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. I mean, Destinoto clearly liked it, so
Hmm.
yeah, you might like it if you like other Black Mirror episodes.
Well, why don't I bring up my Black Mirror episode? I think I
Oh,
watched
good
the correct
segue.
one. I think I watched the
Season
correct
6,
one.
Episode 1.
That I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah,
Joan. Shit, what the hell is the name of that goddamn episode? Joan is
Joan is awful.
awful. Joan is awful. Yeah, thank you. Wow, wow, what an episode! Every time I thought I knew where it was going, it added another layer. And you know what? I was hooked. I cannot believe that was an hour long. It felt like much shorter. I was like, wow, that was a nice little story. I look at the clock and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I I
I'm
was
thinking this might
in
be an
it.
episode to recommend to Adam.
Oh, no.
Possibly. I don't know. Um, but man, that, whew, just in case, I'm not going to say a whole lot about it. But
Hmm.
um, big fan. Uh, uh, Episodes like this with Black Mirror are definitely my favorites. The ones where it's not what it seems on the surface, and it just keeps getting more and more nuts
Yeah, the
as the
first
episode goes
layer
on.
was just like, hold
Yeah,
on, what are they doing right now?
yeah, yeah. Because you get a layer pulled away like early, where you're just like, now wait a minute, hold on a second. But like, is this indefinite? Does this just keep on going? Like,
Yeah.
and then it starts just oh boy, oh man. And honestly, I don't even know necessarily how that ended. Like I thought for sure during one of the little, because they always have like the few scenes that play out in like the first part of the credits.
Hmm.
I thought for sure we were going back. I thought I was going to loop into something else, and I was here for it if it ended like that. Let me tell you. Great recommendation. I love the episode. I hope we get more from you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I just, I don't know. I don't have Black Mirror is. I've watched what the first like 3 or 4 episodes that like ever released, and the first one was, I didn't really care for it at all. I think it was the second one where like you built up currency through like exercise and shit or something like that. Is that a thing?
Um,
Oh, there was a lot of emphasis on like exercising, and the people like slept in their own like little like box room sort of thing. Um, if I remember correctly, I could be blending
um,
multiple episodes together.
it was something
Um,
about the description says a singing competition show, and this woman had to do degrading acts,
no, must have
or
been the second episode then. I don't remember that one at all. Hold on, let me see. I'll search it out. But like,
The exercise bike
basic,
episode?
maybe.
The 15 million merits, and it's got the guy from Attack the Block.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
In a
Hold it.
world where people's lives consist of riding exercise bikes to gain credits, Bing
Yeah,
tries
that's
to
it.
help a
oh,
woman get
that is the
onto a
same one.
singing
Okay.
competition show.
Oh, okay. So it is part of the singing competition. I
Yep.
don't remember that part of it, but the thought of like what was going on in the episode was very fascinating to me. Um, but like I don't know, not the small sampling of episodes that I had in sequential order. I was like, I would never watch this series as like a series, but if people were like, "Hey, you'd like this episode," I'd be like, "All right, I'll watch that episode."
It's yeah, um there's one YouTube channel, I think that the name was Just Observation. They did a video on what episodes were not that great and what episodes were good and like the best and
Hmm.
why. And I definitely agree with that person where they pointed out that some like there wasn't really any like completely bad episodes, I feel like, but that there definitely were some that were not as good as the others.
Yeah. Well, some have
Um,
like this very clear, oh man, that really gets you like thinking. Whereas others are
yeah,
just twisted and weird.
Yeah, like there's one in the first season, the third episode. I don't know if you watched that one.
Oh, I definitely did. Let me see if I can remember fresh memory. Keep talking.
It was you can pretty much replay any memory back that you've lived through your whole life
I do
at
remember
any
this. Yeah.
time,
That's
and you
Eternal
could.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind almost. No,
What's
nobody
that?
watches that. Nobody watched that movie with Jim Carrey.
I
No,
don't think so. I
Oh,
never heard
okay,
of
never
it.
mind. Never mind then.
haven't. um, but yeah, everybody has a memory implant that lets you um, record everything you see, do, and hear, and you could play it back whenever you want.
Hmm.
And so everybody's like a camera basically, and yeah, just went through. You can also like block things out um, from your vision. So like if you, I don't know, you wanted to never see somebody again, you can make them a blurry image in front of you, and also you can mute their sound so they'd never be able to speak to you again, and you never know what they're saying.
Hmm.
Um, or if you did something bad, I don't know who had the control to do it. Unless this is another episode, but the one girl was like sentenced to not being able to see or hear anybody ever again. So all she saw was blurry people and a garbled noise in her head whenever she's outside.
So it
That
was
was kind of like,
actively happening. It wasn't just memories.
yeah, no, yeah, that was actively happening. That could be a different episode, but yeah, that was pretty interesting.
It's weird
Um,
how people describe such crazy episodes of Black Mirror and then go, "That could be a different episode, though." Like, because for me, I relate Black Mirror to like Twilight Zone a lot, where it's
mhm.
just these little stories that are kind of sci-fi and pushing like, hey, it wants to make you think. And there's episodes of the Twilight Zone where I go, that episode is so crazy, and I know every part of that episode because I'm like, it blew my mind when I watched it, and I
Mhm.
can't confuse it with another episode. So it's strange to me that, like, wow, what a great episode. Also, it might have been a different episode, but like, it, it's
It's
just
because
weird.
it had to do with something.
It
Well, it had
sounds
to do
like
with like the eyes, and because I mean, there's quite a few episodes too
that's
that I've watched, and
Black
they're
Mirror
all like,
sounds like there's so many ideas that are repeating over and over and over and over in all different episodes to me. I could be wrong on that,
I
but
think
like
they're all pretty
most of the time it just seems like technology is out of control.
right. A lot of their episodes have to do with because the show turned into like the technology is bad show. That's what some people said for a while after their first few seasons.
Yeah.
And a lot of the episodes definitely tend to go along with that theme, but then there's just some that have nothing to do with that um, at all. Like,
Yeah,
hmm,
if you got an episode without technology that you
technology.
think is good, I'd say recommend that to me.
Hmm.
Because I don't care about technology 90% of the time in fiction.
The other thing is, I don't usually like a lot of sci-fi shit, but I love this show.
Well, that's good. It's doing
Somehow,
something different.
yeah, somehow the episodes feel a little more grounded in terms of like, oh, this could actually happen because we're kind of heading in this direction.
I mean, they're also short. They don't overstay their welcome.
Yeah.
Like,
About an hour or so
yeah,
for the most part. Some
if
are
it
like
was
an
like
hour
a
20.
yeah, if it was like a 6 episode miniseries, you'd probably be like, I don't fucking care about this. Or if it was like a 2 hour movie, you'd probably be like, that didn't seem like enough for a movie. But these are short, very quick episodes. My episode, I think the beginning part moved really fast. And then
Yeah,
when it got
yeah,
to
it definitely
the
did.
technology part, I was like, it kind of dragged for me because I just didn't care for it. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, I mean, it's a well made show, and they clearly get actors that are fantastic.
yeah, the actors are usually always good, and yeah, the shots are also usually like just very. It's a high
Yeah.
quality show.
Oh yeah, cinematography was good. The music was pretty solid. The sound design of that fucking spider bully was insane.
Yeah.
CGI was top. Like, I had no issues with the quality of the show. I just had issues with the content.
Mhm. Hmm.
But all right,
I think
Kevin.
season
Yeah.
6 kind of brought it back a little bit. Brought some fresh ideas as far as the 4 out of 5 episodes I've seen.
Mm.
Um, like the one that Kevin watched does have to do with technology in a way, but um, it was a really cool episode. Um, there is one.
We're not in
Actually,
the
a few.
recommendations yet, so don't recommend anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I gotta talk to Kevin about what I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin's got to talk to me about what he's done.
That's right.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I'll start. I'll just go in order of the movies I watched.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready.
First
Let's do
one,
it.
Big Red One.
Okay.
Uh, Funny story. I saw the last 20 minutes of this movie in a history class.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Only because of that Mark Hamill scene where he's shooting in the he's shooting that one guy over and over at the
Oh my God,
concentration
great
camp.
scene. Hmm.
Fantastic scene. Shout out to Mark Hamill and the old guy. I don't know who the old guy.
Lee Marvin.
Thank you, Lee Marvin. Shout out to Lee
Hmm.
Marvin and Mark Hamill, best actors in the movie.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
else is great too, but like those two are the
they
top.
shine.
Yeah, they shine in that.
Lee Marvin is just very good in old war
Especially
movie
Lee
stuff.
Marvin. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is award-winningly fantastic in that movie.
Hmm.
Um, uh, as I had a lot of thoughts for the movie, and I was like, I
Hmm.
should write these down, and I'm like, I'm definitely gonna remember these thoughts. So I'm just gonna list some things off. Lee
I'm ready.
Marvin, smart guy. He's been in the
Hmm.
wars. He knows what the Germans are doing. Dumbass Nazis or whatever they are. I think they're Nazis. I think this is World War II, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's World War II.
Yeah. I just said concentration camp. I'm a fucking idiot. But
Hmm.
yeah, he's fought these Krauts before. He doesn't give a fuck. He knows what they're doing. Um, he's they're all a little callous to the people that keep joining them that are clearly not going to survive.
Hmm.
Especially when that one guy's testicles get blown off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, these are not made to kill you. They're made to castrate you. And he's like, what is that? It's one of your testicles. And he just throws it off to the side. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, that would suck. Um,
Uh huh.
and then I liked how it was funny how that dude, he was an author, um, where he wrote a story. And then, like, years later, somebody was reading his story. And he's like, I literally wrote that. And the guy was like, no, you didn't.
Hmm.
He's like, yeah, I did.
Yep.
That guy didn't make it. That one sucked. That one hurt. I think that hurt them too, though. They were pretty upset about that guy dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Was that the Italian guy? I forget now.
no, that was the like just the white, fucking, kind of blonde hairish,
Oh yeah. Okay.
like
Yep.
kind
Yep.
of
Yep.
like a
Hmm.
kid.
Yeah.
It might be the one who lost his testicles, honestly.
I think it is.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
is. um, Probably the war movie with the highest number of children I've seen. Um,
Mm. Hmm.
Lee Marvin, apparently, I looked up some history on this movie too.
Oh
Because
wow.
I
Okay.
had questions.
Yeah.
I was like, why are there so many fucking kids in this show? every time they're sitting somewhere, a child is near Lee Marvin. Like a
Mhm.
little girl was following him around, and he gave her food, and she was like, "I'm not eating this shitty government ration," and she threw it
Mhm.
away. And then another girl makes him a beautifies his helmet with flowers,
Yep. Mhm.
and then I mean, that whole little boy scene at the end where that little boy dies, and then he carries him on his shoulders, and then he buries him, and then
Mhm.
he stabs that Nazi, and then he like saves the Nazi from dying because he's like, ah, I shouldn't have done that. But like,
Mhm.
yeah, there's just a lot of kids, and I was like, what's going on here? Apparently, it's based on the director's real life experience in the war,
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
he said that in war movies, not a lot of people citizens were not talked about a lot
Right.
in war
Yeah.
movies. And he said in his experience with war, he saw regular people just as much or not even more than he saw enemies. So
Mhm.
like when that scene with that little boy who's like, "Hey, can you take my mom? Like I'll show you where the Germans are, but can you take my mom's body? Like can you get her a coffin and shit?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
sure." Like I just thought that was interesting. Also,
Mhm.
apparently, there's like a 3 hour cut of this movie, like a
Oh
much
wow.
longer version of the movie that came out in 2002. I tried looking for that one. I could not find it. I saw I could buy it on DVD, but the one copy I found was $64. That. But overall,
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it. But at the same time, now I
Mhm.
do have negatives.
Okay.
At the same time, the main reason I looked it up because I was watching and I was like, was this made for $75? Because some of the effects and some of the people get shot and they fall over. There is not a mark on their clothes. They don't
Yep.
have blood effects. There's
Yep.
nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it turns out that that guy did not get approval with a budget, and they shot it mostly in Israel for
Mm.
super dirt cheap.
$75.
Oh
And
wow.
as I was watching it, I'm like, they should fucking remake this movie. I don't
Mhm.
know if you can get somebody to do a Lee Marvin quality performance. I think Mark Hamill, somebody can do a Mark Hamill performance. I
Yeah.
just don't know if there's an old actor that can do a Lee Marvin quality performance
Yeah. I
like
don't
he
know.
did.
I don't
But
think so.
as I was watching it, I was like, man, I wish this had more of a budget
Mhm.
because some of this shit happens, and it was almost laughably bad for some of it. Like, thankfully, the writing of the movie is so good that I didn't laugh, but
Mhm.
like, some of it's just not good. Like, it, I've seen movies from the 80s and 70s and 60s and 50s and 40s and 30s, and I've seen old movies, and some of those looked way better than some of the
Mhm.
shit that was happening in this. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I can give you that. Mhm.
but overall, really enjoyed the movie. Um, I just wish that it had a higher budget.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, that's my overall thoughts on the Big Red One.
Nice.
Um,
Real quick,
yeah,
the asylum scene is probably my favorite.
Asylum scene is good.
I just love
Um,
when that guy gets his hands on an MP40 and like stands on a table, starts shooting just anyone,
I
including other like people who are in the
I
asylum.
I just like how the one guy keeps asking, "Where are we?"
Yep.
And I'm like, he's answered you like, I don't know what's going on with that guy. I'm like, okay, he's
The
insane
dude
or
gets
something.
up and starts shooting everybody, including other patients, and it's just like, I'm now just like you. I am sane. And I'm like,
Love, yeah,
wow, yep, yep.
love the captain how he went into like some brown man's clothes as they called it, and then he just walked back and met up with his troops on the beach.
Hmm.
And they were like, "Hey," and he was like, "Hey, let's continue this for 3 more years." Then they all lived.
Yeah.
Um, Wild, absolutely wild, solid movie, wild.
Hmm.
Um, and then the next movie I watched, Arbitrage. Um,
Ooh,
hate
yeah.
pronouncing it.
I hate it
Um,
too.
I'll tell you what. There's only one thing I hate more: the ending of this film. This is about a man, a rich hedge fund man, who made a bad investment and owed $412 million. Kind of created a Ponzi scheme to get the $412 million back. Then accidentally killed the most French-looking woman I've ever seen in my entire life. I saw that woman, and I was like, French. And then she spoke, and I was like, French. And then she had the most French name. She just looks so French.
Yeah,
Um,
alright.
but then he fucking killed her. Then he gets this Jimmy, probably the greatest son of an employee that's ever worked for anybody. Um, and he kind of sets this guy up to fail. Then Tim Roth shows up, and I'm like, fucking Tim Roth. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
I see
uh-huh.
Susan Sarandon as the wife, and I'm like, hell yeah. But then he's cheating on Susan Sarandon, and I'm like, I hope this man is dead by the end of this film. I'll tell you what. This movie had me stressed out at so many parts, but not to a level where I was like, I need to turn this off.
Uh-huh.
It was to a level of, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like, every decision he made was a bad decision.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the only movies I've watched where I was like, I don't like him at all. The main protagonist sucks. I think he's absolutely terrible. Um,
Okay, okay.
he does nothing good. And then I was like, well, I like Tim Roth. I like the police in this. And then Tim Roth fakes evidence. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I understand he knew the guy was guilty, but that's not the way to go about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
which sucks. Because then he gets away with it basically, and then they're clapping for him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you what, in my mind, I was hoping and I was praying that after the car crash, he has that pain on his side.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm gonna go get it looked at. He clearly never goes to the hospital for it.
No.
And I was hoping that it would just get worse and worse, and that he would get away with everything, and then at the end he would fucking keel over and die from it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I thought that would be the most like poetic thing of this guy being the scummiest man
Mm-hmm.
of just scumming around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then underneath the surface he was a terrible man, and also underneath the surface he was fucking dying. And I thought
Mm-hmm.
that would be so good, but then the movie ends with everybody clapping for him, and his wife and his daughter looking at him with disdain. And you know for a fact that his wife is going to divorce him, and he's going to have no money, and his daughter's going to hate him. But
Yep.
it still ends on such a like positive note
Yeah.
that his reputation is not ruined. That woman's murder is unsolved. The
Yep.
dude would have got like 7 years at max.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't drinking. He just slightly fell asleep, and he had a great lawyer. He probably would have got 2 years house arrest,
Right.
which is like, I don't know. Oh man. So hated that. Hated the end. Hated the end overall, and glad I watched the movie. I would never go, I love this movie though.
I
I don't.
actually like the movie because of the reasons you don't like.
Yeah, I figured. I
Yeah.
figured it's just it's.
That ending came and I was like, wow, we end it there? You know what? You got balls, movie. Good job.
I think it's a bold decision, but I also think that if you told me to end that movie, I would have thought of 3 ways to end that movie, and that's one of the 3 ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need an ending to surprise me, but I did not like that ending because I was like, don't tell me this man's getting away with everything because he's some rich a-hole. Also, the other rich people that he sold the his company to, and they were
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, there's a $412 million thing. I did another audit. Yeah, but, we already bought it, so whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, he could have just fucking told that guy. Okay, missing $412 million, but at the same time, like, just buy it. You need the business, and we're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I just made a bad investment. All right, cool. Probably would have lowballed him, but at the same time, like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Not a huge fan of the ending of that one.
Okay.
And then the next one I did not watch, and I'll explain why.
All right.
I did not watch Doctor Zhivago because the stream I found it worked. It absolutely worked for 2 minutes and 39 seconds. And then every time I got to 2 minutes and 40 seconds, I actually never saw the time change to 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It would cut off, and
All
then
right.
my audio, my plugin would crash. So then I
Oh.
had to restart my browser, and I did this about 10 times. And then I was like, let me see if I can find another link. I found another link for the 2002 miniseries,
Ah.
and I'm like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah. No. I don't
And
know
then I
what that
found
is. So.
another link for the
Mhm.
1972 version of the film, which I had no idea there was a 1972. Kevin, did you know there's a 1972 version of the film?
I don't even remember what year the actual movie came out in.
1958 or something like that. It's old. It's
Is
an
that
older
the one
one.
with Omar Sharif or
Yeah,
whatever?
correct. Yes, the good
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
the one that came out in the 70s is like 45 minutes less
Oh wow. Yeah.
runtime,
Okay.
and also like a guy with the worst looking mustache I've ever seen. And
Okay.
I was like, I'm not. I'm not watching. That one worked fine, by the way. It took me a minute to realize what I was watching, and I was like, wow, the film quality of this real high for a late 50s movies. But at the same time, it looks super grainy. It's because the 70s cheapened out. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I tried finding it other places, could not find it for the life of me. Found another link as of 9:30 today.
Got it.
And it's the real movie, and I have watched up to 2 minutes and 40 seconds of it. So next
Okay.
week,
Okay.
I should have a review for it. Again, this is kind of similar to that movie that Genesis recommended me. That I wanted to watch it so bad, and I tried so hard.
It's all good, man.
And I was like, just looking at, man, I had my whole thing. I was like, I'll watch Arbitrage on Sunday, and then I'll watch fucking Black Mirror on Monday, and then Big Red One. I was like, I'm gonna watch either Friday or Saturday, and I did. And then I was like, I'll watch Doctor Zhivago either Monday after Black Mirror, or I'll watch it Tuesday because I
Hmm.
have the whole day off, and that
Yeah.
just did not work out for me at all. So, but yeah, I watched the other two.
Okay.
So, yeah, I
Cool.
don't know if we want to do recommendations for next week. Since Desonoto is
Maybe.
still behind, and Genesis is dead and probably
Well,
did
did
not
Desinor do
do
anything?
anything. No, he did not.
Oh well.
So, so
um,
And
he, yeah.
sorry.
um.
Kevin, I swear to God, if you have more movies for me,
Oh.
I do have a recommendation for you. I mean, you could recommend me a movie. That's fine. I'll survive.
I know.
Because I have a
I'm thinking about it.
recommendation for you, and you know it already.
Oh, that's
Um,
fair. Uh huh.
and the
But
movie
but
that
you're
made
gonna
me
talk
think of
about
it,
it.
that's
Yeah.
we're going into that right now.
All right.
Arbitrage, I thought was a lesser version. One of
Okay.
the reasons I thought it didn't panic me enough is because I've seen Uncut Gems,
Mhm.
and that movie is like I am sweating throughout the entire thing because I'm like, why is this man making these decisions?
Mhm.
And the ending of that one is one that I would have thought of, but then moved on from and immediately dismissed. But the
Mhm.
movie fucking does it, and it's fantastic. And
I
also
like
Adam
it. Okay.
Sandler, fantastic in it. His best
Okay.
acting I've ever seen him in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so Uncut Gems is what I'm recommending you. I believe it's still on Netflix. Let me
Okay.
just double
I
check.
mean, even if it's not, I would actually like go out of my way to probably buy it. So.
Let me find out. Let me see if you have to do that.
Okay.
Just know you ever see Uncut Gems?
No.
good.
I
Highly recommend.
haven't.
Kevin, it looks like it's on literally everything other than Hulu, Netflix, and Max. So it's on Fubo, it's on Paramount Plus, it's on Apple, it's
I
on
have Paramount Plus.
Showtime.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like it's on Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime Video, Paramount Plus channels. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Adam.
So Uncut Gems, highly recommend. Yes.
Adam.
Oh no.
Have you seen a war movie called The Thin Red Line?
I have seen The Thin Red Line.
Oh, okay.
I watched that also in school. I wasn't in a lot of war. I wasn't in a lot of history classes, but I had one history class where the guy was lazy as shit.
All right, all right.
Yeah, I had one of those
When was
too.
that?
But we also had a history club after school where we would come in and watch movies.
Man, history club is the nerdiest shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
But that's where I watched Gran Torino for the first time.
Why? How is that history? Hey, you want to know what racism post-Vietnam looked like? Here's an old guy who hasn't moved on from the death of his wife.
And I was in like 7th grade, I think.
Jesus Christ.
But love it.
In 7th grade, we had this one lady who constantly turned on Emperor's New Groove
Oh.
because it was her favorite movie, and we were like, we don't want to watch this anymore. I mean, I was young, but she was like, it's not about you. It's my class. And we're like, well, I guess we're watching it for the
I
ninth
guess
time
you're
this
right.
month. Yeah, we watched it. Every time she finished like 20 minutes earlier, she'd be like, let's just watch 20 minutes of Emperor's New Groove.
Wow.
And then the next time we had a class, if we finished 20 minutes, we would continue from where we left off. She must have had like a fucking Excel that just put all the fucking Emperor's New Groove times.
Oh, it's not available
Every
for
class.
watching for free? Son of a...
What is it, Kevin? I have my ways.
Do you got some ways?
Depends on
Have
the
you ever
movie.
seen
I should
from
have my ways.
1957? Have you ever seen
What?
The
What are
Enemy
you
Below?
doing to me?
Have you seen The Enemy Below?
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I have ways.
1957.
The Enemy Below. Well, this looks like
Pulling
a
out
poster
the
from 1957.
Criterion collection on us, Kevin.
Yeah, right?
Hey, it got re-released on Blu-ray, alright?
Great.
Oh, you know, a lot of old stuff has been coming out recently on in 4K. Like Enter the Dragon
Oh yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
is on Max right now actually too. I just
This is a
found
really
out.
good movie. I think it is, anyway.
I was like, whoa, Bruce Lee movie, that's cool. One of his best.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin, it's only an hour and a half.
Yep.
Thank the Lord. Yeah, I could do this one.
You
I
can?
have
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's got even subtitles. Oh yeah, we're all set with that one. Adam, the Enemy Below.
I'm really curious to see what you think. I haven't quite nailed down what you like in like war action.
I mean, I like a good story, is what I like.
Okay.
Um,
Okay,
I
so
like a
like
human story.
did you like A Hunt for October? I'm assuming you've seen that.
I have seen that, and
Yeah.
I did like it,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
it's not a favorite of mine.
Okay.
Because I like honestly, I would say Big Red One is one of the better ones you've recommended me.
Okay. Have you seen U-571?
What is that? The United movie?
No, German submarine, U-boat.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's also a pretty decent movie.
I'll add it.
You're gonna do both?
Yeah, that'll be a surprise
Okay.
if I do watch it.
What
That one's a
about that?
50-50.
The Enemy Below is better, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that one's the main one, but bonus if I watch U571.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna even tell you if I can find it. I'll just let you know on next Tuesday if I watched it. Now, Destino, what are you saying?
All Quiet on the Western Front. Did you see that?
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
I've seen both. I don't even know why I asked. Yeah, the
Oh,
new one's so fucking good.
oh yeah.
I haven't watched the new one yet.
Oh,
That shit is
Kevin, the new one's so
crazy.
good.
I own the original. Oh, that
Everything's
the
so
original is so
fucking
good.
The new
dirty.
one
Everybody's
is,
so fucking
yeah,
dirty.
the new one is, it's more from the German perspective than the old one is.
Okay.
Like, it actually has, like, a German, like, I mean, the other one is clearly made in the US. This one was made in Germany,
Hmm.
and it's all in German,
Yeah,
and it's fantastic.
fantastic.
It's got a
Okay.
great soundtrack as well. Destino, do you recommend that to Kevin?
Oh, uh, well, might as well.
Boom, there you go.
Testanoto. You seen
Yes.
Phone Booth?
The Colin Farrell movie?
Yeah.
I don't
Oh
think I
man.
have.
Oh man. Wild.
Adam's got thoughts apparently.
I'll tell you what. I love that movie. It's not a good
Oh,
movie and it
really?
flopped.
No,
Oh,
no, it did flop. But
No,
I
it
actually
flopped.
really enjoyed it too.
I really enjoyed it because, first of all, Colin Farrell, fantastic actor. Like,
Hmm.
one of the better ones working now. Um, Also, I don't mind a movie that takes place in one place.
Yeah, and it was good.
Yeah,
Like,
as long as the
oh my
conversation can keep it
God.
going. I think the ending kind of sucks.
The ending was kind of but
Yeah.
like the whole ride there, I was like, oh, what's gonna happen
I mean,
next? Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
hmm.
Have I seen
You know,
Phone Booth? You mean the 2004 hit? Are you kidding me? Have I fucking seen Phone Booth?
this says 2002. Uh,
Mm-mm. No.
Oh,
anyway,
it's on Disney Plus.
Phone Booth.
Fucking weird.
Yeah,
All right
yeah.
then. I recommend you watch that this
Oh
summer.
my god, it
Okay,
was
okay.
2002.
Let me
Oh
go check
my
this out.
god. Oh my god, look at the standard
I think you would
definition
really like
trailer.
this.
It looks like something I would like.
Yeah, this is up your alley.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you ever watched ATM,
Yep.
that movie.
No, I've never heard of it.
It's with Josh from Drake and Josh.
Nice. Okay. Hey,
But
he's in a new movie coming out. I forget what the hell it is now. Oh,
um,
Oppenheimer,
He's
isn't
in
he?
Oppenheimer, yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, he's
whoa,
in the trailer. He's
whoa.
the guy like counting
He's like
down.
one. Yeah, he's like an
Yeah,
operator or something.
yeah, he's an
Oh.
Oppenheimer.
Ah, all right.
Wait, is
What's
Kevin going to
ATM?
watch that too?
What ATM? I might. You want to recommend
No,
that too? Oh,
Oppenheimer.
oh, absolutely. I'm going to the movie theaters or somewhere and watching both Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're all in on that. Hell yeah! I'm
Yeah.
glad everyone's all for that. Have
are we
you?
all picking a day to go then?
I
Or
have no idea.
okay.
I got Mike on board. Sean might be on board. I don't know if I could drag Emily.
You
Uh,
gotta watch.
um,
What do you want? You're giving Destino Phone
ATM
Booth.
though is a
ATM's on Tubi. I could watch
it
this.
is, yeah, it's not amazing, but it's like
It's
um
enjoyable.
yeah, it's a nice little watch,
I don't
but it's
know if
nothing
you'll like it,
crazy.
honestly.
I
I
don't
don't.
know.
I don't know if you'll.
It all takes place at an ATM booth. So
It does.
All right.
Also, fun fact: 10 years after Phone Booth.
Yeah.
oh,
Weirdly.
yeah, look at that.
Okay,
Um.
I will put ATM for Kevin as well
Budget's
as.
only $3 million.
Hey,
Hey, it shows.
I've watched movies that everybody's like that movie's shit. I'm like, listen, I love that movie. You shut up. So there's always
Oh
a
yeah.
chance of me.
Oh yeah. No, one of my favorite movies is Big Fish. I don't know if you've ever
I've
heard of
heard of
Big
it.
Fish.
I've
No.
only heard of it. Isn't
It's
it the
an
one with like the cover art's like a tree or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Ewan McGregor, and it's about him telling stories to his son about his life, and he adds such detail that it's clearly like exaggerated,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's not about how like his son kind of resents him because his
Mm.
father's dying, and his father's telling him all these stories, and he's telling his girlfriend these stories, and his son fucking hates him for just telling basically lies. And the dad's like, it's not about lies. It's like, hey, my stories are good, but I just add a little something more because I'm a showman. Like, and it's just so fucking good. It's so sad. Oh man, oh, so good.
All
It's a
right.
Tim Burton film. I'm not recommending it to anyone, but if you want to catch it on your own terms, sure. But
Okay,
I
so
guess no,
I
I want to
have
recommend you
ATM
something.
and
All
Uncut
Quiet on the
Gems
Western Front.
and All Quiet on the Western Front. All
Yep,
three.
you
Okay.
got 3 movies.
Wait,
You got
movie?
a
I thought All Quiet on the Western Front was like a mini series.
nope. It's a movie.
It's a long one though.
It's only 2.5 hours.
Well, it's longer than most.
Could have swore it was a series.
Two and a
It's
half
on Netflix.
hours.
It's a movie. There
Oh,
might
okay.
be a series, but yeah, the one on Netflix, so good, so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncut Gems, All Quiet on the Western Front, ATM. I have the Enemy Below, U-57,
Okay, no,
U-571,
it is. Okay. Yeah,
and
U five
then
seven one. Mm-hmm.
Decino, you have Phone Booth.
Hmm. Okay.
There was a movie I wanted to recommend you, and I completely forgot. I talked to Kevin
Oh,
about it
was it what we
earlier.
were talking about earlier?
Yeah,
Shit.
and it
And
totally
both of you
escapes
forget.
me now.
What did we talk about earlier? We talked about Uncut Gems. Um,
Was it Uncut Gems?
it might have been. I think you said you would recommend it to him too.
I would. I think I would. I don't think. I don't think I'm going to for this. You can if you want to watch it. Go ahead. But like,
Um,
I'm not actually making a wheel thing.
I always saw it on the I think it was on Hulu at one point
It was on Netflix for the longest time.
or Netflix, okay.
Yeah, it was
And
on
I never
Netflix. That's where I
watched it
watched it.
because uh because I didn't think Adam Sandler would make something good that's not comedy.
Yeah, absolutely. You would
But
think that, and then
yeah,
I wouldn't. I mean, the movie is
everybody says
funny.
it's yeah.
The movie
yeah.
for betting on
Mm.
everything,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
it literally starts stressful, and by the end of the film, you're gonna have a heart attack from the stress.
I'm so ready.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So
I'm
I
so
I was
I want
literally
to watch this so bad.
I was literally watching it with my mom, and I was like, I don't know if I can finish this. Like, I don't. It's not. I can't do this. It's just. It's too much. It's like. I
Oh,
don't know. Oh, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's a good film. It's crazy.
Wait, what did you watch that I recommended that you couldn't finish
The bullying
recently?
show.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
um,
But
shit. I had
that
another
was
thing.
more so like too much. Um,
I don't like when people are so terrible
yeah,
and
okay,
everyone in the situation is also terrible and everybody
yeah.
makes the worst decisions because I just don't believe that for humanity. So when I see that happening, I'm like, oh
Well,
god, it hurts me internally. I don't know if you've ever seen um
school people are pretty bad.
no they are, but I don't know if you've ever seen Lord of the Flies.
I
I
read the
haven't.
book.
Yeah, okay. So if you read the book, there's a character named Piggy, like a fat kid that they call Piggy, and the basically it's about boys who end up stranded on an island, Kevin, and
Yeah,
it's
I know what
about
it's about.
yeah,
Yeah.
but so they split up basically into two sides, two factions, but at a time they're still living together, and Piggy is trying to get them to like work together, and then somebody throws a boulder at Piggy's head and fucking kills him. And I watched that when I was so young, and I remember being like, why the fuck would they kill this guy? Like, and I had to be like 7 years old when I watched this shitty 80s
mm.
film or 90s film. And I was just like, this is so unjust. And I did not care for that at all. And I got so mad. And my mom was like, you are a child who should not have these emotions. And I'm like, I just fucking hate it. Like, he was trying to be the problem solver, and they just fucking killed him for no reason. I'll never forgive any of those people. It's been almost 30 years since I've seen that film. And I'm still mad. It's been 24 years or something like that, and I'm still mad. I'm still mad. So yeah, things like that piss me off on a level that is just so mad. Like, even bullying in school, like when I went to school, people didn't just watch. Other people talked about it. They were like, "Hey, like, don't do that." Like, or afterwards they would be like, "Hey, sorry that happened. That guy's a dick." Like, it's just that's not what happens in real life most of the time. And when it does, I'm so infuriated. I want to kill everybody. Not really, but you know what I mean.
Destinoto.
Yes.
Well,
Have you watched The Highwaymen?
Not that I remember.
With Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson about Bonnie and Clyde?
Is it an older movie?
no,
No, 2019.
yeah, 4 years.
Oh, what? Oh, no, I have not. I haven't seen this.
Do I recommend another thing to this man's growing list?
Well, I always end up watching things more
Yeah,
so
except
than
Miss
playing
Lowe. Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This
And
is
Duck
fair,
Face.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. But
those
yeah,
two
I tend
things.
to
Yeah, but everything else, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, everything else you've watched.
You know what? You're the only one here who's only got one recommendation. I feel bad. Here, now you're also recommending. I'm recommending you The Highwaymen. There you go.
You
so
know, watch The
Phone
Highwaymen. Also, I've never seen that. I don't. I
and
think Kevin Costner is a bad
Highwaymen.
actor, if I'm honest.
Well, all right.
Oh wow.
Love Woody Harrelson though.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's great. Zombieland.
Oh, Zombieland's so good. Still have never seen the second one.
I did, and definitely doesn't hit like the first one.
I hear it's still
But
funny.
it was still alright, yeah. It
Yeah,
wasn't
that's what I've heard. Like, it's
yeah,
not as good as the first, but it's actually still pretty solid.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's all I expect. All right, well, that's the wheel. Unless anybody's got anything else, any recommends for
No, I
Genesis?
think we're all set.
Anybody want to
No.
recommend him something and not tell him and yell at him about it next week? Could do that.
Ooh,
Could
hold
do
on.
that. Mm.
Let's pool together. What do we think we gotta recommend him? What's something wild that we can recommend this man?
Well, you never watched The Raid, right?
I honestly, I block that out of my brain every time we talk about it because I refuse to acknowledge that man has never seen The Raid.
Or any of the other John Wicks.
Oh
You only saw
god,
the
I hate
first
him.
one.
I hate him for that. Stop bringing it up. I get so mad. You know what I mean? Like, The Raid and The Raid 2 are the greatest martial arts films ever created.
Yeah.
And that man will talk about martial arts films and he's never fucking seen them? Like, just rip his head off. He's not putting anything good out in the world. You know what I mean?
Might as well.
Oh,
Oh man.
I mean, The Raid's still recommended to him. Also, I don't think he watched the Black Mirror episode. I watched Infinity War the last couple weeks, and he was supposed to watch the second episode today, which he said he would, but since he was clearly out of town or doing whatever the fuck he's doing, I doubt he watched that.
Well, I actually saw him today.
Where?
Um,
In hell?
no,
Oh
it's
shit.
one It's the
That
one
one place
park
is
that's up towards.
Wait, you saw him at a park?
Yeah. We had a whole
Randomly?
family thing,
Oh, okay. I was like,
and
were
I
you just
dropped
both
off
randomly
my.
at a park?
No, our uncles were there, and
Oh, the shitty uncle.
yeah,
Yeah, always.
and they're shitty sick kids who got
Always
me
sick.
sick. Yeah,
Yeah. Is
yeah.
that why he's sick?
Well,
I think Anya was sick.
yeah. The theory is that that their children were sick, and then Anya got in contact with them, and
Got
then
it.
she got sick, and then
Got
I
it.
got sick, and then he got sick, and
Yeah, you guys
his
gotta
other
stop
daughter
coughing
got
into each
sick.
other's mouths when you meet up. It's weird how your family doesn't hug or shake hands; they just cough into each other's mouths to say hello. That might be the contributing factor for you guys.
Even
well,
though on the Friday when we went there, I like washed my hands probably like 10 times that day, and somehow it's still yeah,
I
not
gotta be
Friday.
honest. Based on mostly how Genesis has described that uncle and his sick kids, I have a feeling if they went to Chernobyl, Chernobyl would be worse off than it already is now. That's how they're just oozing illness always.
Yeah, actually,
I think he talked about one didn't brush their teeth and they don't enforce it. Like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing
yeah,
going on there.
they don't do anything.
Oh, he's gone. He disappeared.
They don't. I had to plug in my headset.
Ah,
They don't do anything good or instill values into their children.
I actually got one for Genesis.
oh, you do? Yeah, throw it on me.
Dead Space Downfall.
What the fuck is Dead Space
Ooh,
Downfall?
that's an animated movie.
Yeah, that was actually halfway
Where is
decent,
that?
man.
Is it
It's on
available?
Tubi.
It's on Tubi. Okay. So
And
this
I
apparently
man,
some
watched
other
it a
free
while
things thanks to
ago.
Just Watch. I haven't seen this in a while, but I
oh,
do
you're
own it.
using Just Watch.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it is.
What's it called?
Dead Space Downfall has a great cover. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I actually had this on Blu-ray.
Well,
I
I
don't
bought
remember
it
okay.
a
if I have it
There
long
you
DVD
go.
time
or
ago.
Blu-ray, but I
You
own
can
it too.
borrow it
Yeah.
from Destinoto, who literally lives across the street or across the parking lot. Not quite sure how you guys function.
Adam, I'm not going to recommend it to you as part of the wheel, but you might also enjoy it. I don't know.
It's an animated thing about Dead Space.
Yeah,
hmm
Is it more anime or American cartoon?
Uh,
more like comic book style
comic book American. Yeah.
American.
All right, recommended for you. Got it. I'll get back to you.
Um, what you call it? I mean, do you want another recommendation in this episode?
Kevin, let's see how many I can deal with.
All right, fine. I'll recommend it
Load
to
them
you.
up, Johnny.
Dead Space Downfall. It's the prequel to the first game.
Great. I watched a playthrough of the first game back when it first came out, so it's all fresh in there. You know what I mean?
It's only a
Fantastic
little over an
game.
hour, so
Hey,
it's
that's
quickie.
fine.
Yeah.
I got time. I'll figure it out. Honestly, you guys would be shocked at how much time I can spend watching and doing stuff. Like, it is shocking how much time I have. There were moments where I could have watched Dr. Zhivago. I could have watched it probably 13 times this week. That's how much free time I have.
Mm.
Yeah.
Most of the time now, I'm just doing a puzzle and beating my meat.
Oh,
I made steaks.
Oh.
oh.
That's what that was about. All right, well, that's the wheel. Anybody else got any more recommendations for anybody?
Just a noto. Son of a. Have you seen Dante's Inferno, the animated thing?
Oh, I have.
No, I don't think I have.
Really, Adam? You?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay,
have.
alright.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Interesting. All
Yeah,
right.
why would I not?
The
I don't
movie?
know. That did not strike me as something you would watch, but okay.
Kevin, I watch as much as I can always.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's a no. Let's see. If you liked Dead Space Downfall, I would recommend that.
2010.
Yeah,
Okay, first of all,
that was
Kevin.
like about the video or based off the video game thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, the reason I watched that is because it's the same one of the many reasons I got into marketing. The commercial for the fun little history fact for me. The commercial for Dante's Inferno. It was a God of War clone. And it came out the same year as God of War 3 in 2010.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
it had like God of War developers and stuff. So I was excited for the game. And it had the guy who will then go on to play Zoran Lazarevic, or he already played Zoran Lazarevic in Uncharted 2, with the actor
Hmm.
of Graham McTavish, one of my favorite actors because of how great he is as Lazarevic in Uncharted 2. Um, and in the commercial, it was a Super Bowl commercial, it was him screaming Beatrice as my favorite song, Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers, played. And it was the most excited I was for a game, other than God of War 3 that year. I was so excited. And then the game came out, and people were like, this game's kinda ass. And I was like, I'm still gonna try it. And guys, that game was kinda ass. Um, and I was so upset. And then I found that they made a little animated series, like kind of epic film thing to go along
Hmm.
with it. And I was like, are you kidding me? Hell yes. And I watched that thing 30 billion times because I love Zoran Lazarevic, and Graham McTavish sounds exactly like Zoran Lazarevic, except without the dumb accent. So, there you go.
Oh man, oh fuck.
Graham McTavish also appeared in the show Lucifer as a priest in that season 4, and when he popped up, I screamed. I was like, "It's Lazarevich!" So this little man is Drake. Drake! Oh, so good, so good. There
All
you go.
right,
Fun little
there
fact.
you go.
Highly recommend. Dead Space Downfall. Destinoto.
Oh.
You watch that too. Fuck it.
What?
Everybody
Oh.
watch it. Everybody watch. Not Dead. You know what I'm talking. Dante's Inferno. I said
Dante's
wrong.
Inferno. Oh yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
You know, I was trying to find a Black Mirror episode for Adam.
Uh huh.
Keep them
Find it.
coming.
Um, season 6.
Oh dear lord.
Um, at least a few that, well, 3 out of the 5, I've only watched 4 out of the 5, but 3 of them, 3 out of the 4 that I've seen, uh, don't have to do with much technology stuff as the
Um.
preceding seasons
Fuck.
do.
Why is this not streaming?
Demon
Perfect.
79 is the name of the episode.
What number is it? The fifth
Huh?
episode.
Yeah, 5th
Have you seen
episode.
this one?
Yeah.
Wait, are you watching this not in order?
I,
What's wrong
well,
with you?
I was, but I skipped the third one because I didn't want to watch an hour and 20-minute episode that night I was
Oh.
watching. So then I just went to the next one
Hmm.
All right, I gotta
and I
watch
watched.
Demon 79.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this one.
Destinoto.
The Terrible Acts. You talked about this one.
Yeah.
Destinoto. This is not a recommendation officially because I don't know if you're ever gonna find this one streaming. But have you seen Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust yet?
Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
Bloodlust. No.
If you can ever find that anime movie to watch, I highly recommend it. It is one of the better movies that I've seen, like of all anime movies.
Hmm.
I think there is a
Oh,
series, just Vampire Hunter D. I haven't seen any part of that, but the movie Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust was very good.
hmm. Adapted from Vampire Hunter D.
It's only an hour and 41 minutes and 44 seconds. I found a stream for it.
Oh well,
Wow, this is like
Adam's just gonna add it to
this
his
is
list
such
now.
a 90s 2000s anime. Oh man.
Yeah, it has
Oh
that
my
same
god, it looks
The
like
style.
that.
art is
Yeah.
oh, it is beautiful. Oh my god,
Yeah, great. I'm not watching that one. I'm not an anime guy.
I didn't think you were, but you know,
Oh,
you found it really fast.
I think you know what? Quick, everything you recommend, I find so quick.
That's true.
It is one of the best-selling book series in history.
That makes sense.
Vampire Hunter D.
What's the D stand for?
That's just his name. D.
Dracula.
I don't.
It
Does he
looks
have
like
more?
it's just his
I only
name.
remember him being referred to as just D. That's his name.
Yeah, that's what they use in Japanese title too, just D, the letter.
Wow, interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Weird. All right. Well, Destinode, you got your list doubled basically today. Watch at
Artwork
least
is
one of these
oh
things.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I believe him. Kevin, do you believe him?
yeah, I think he will. I think he'll
Great.
watch at least two.
Ooh. Wow. All right. Well, anybody else have anything else to say about today?
Man, we accomplished a lot here.
A lot was accomplished. As long as we get that speed bump guy out of the way, we accomplished a lot of things. You know what I mean? Genesis was the speed bump.
yeah, I got it.
I just wanted to make that clear in case somebody didn't understand. Um, no, it sucks that he wasn't here, and the reason it sucks he
Huh?
wasn't here is because the other topic that I had, because I had a second topic planned,
Yeah.
but I want everybody to be there, so we can't even blame Destinoto for this. Um,
Oh.
it's the 2023 Metacritic user reviews guessing game. 12
Yes.
questions.
Oh.
I wrote it up earlier today. I did a lot of things today. But it's 12 questions about games released, I think mostly this year. There's some stragglers. Some repeat, too. So it's got
Oh,
multiple choice if needed. So we will do that next week. So
so
get excited.
I searched Vampire Hunter D just on YouTube and like there's multiple full movies. So you know, um,
Most of the time, those are so not full movies. They're just like a screenshot. And then it's like, click the links in the description. And it'll
I don't
take
know.
you
It's
to the
playing.
movie. Oh, well, never mind. Sometimes. Other times it's just in full straight up Italian. And you're like, I don't.
Well, if it's an anime thing, it's also very a lot easier to find.
Oh, yeah, animes are so
True.
easy to feed.
True.
Yeah,
Which you shouldn't do.
non-streaming options.
Don't recommend thieving. Highly not recommend. Don't do it.
I do.
It's
I'll
it's a
recommend
crime.
it.
No, it's a lot. No, we actually can't recommend it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we do it, nothing they can do about that. You know what I mean? We're not distributing them. It's not really a crime.
True.
I mean, it is a crime still, but nobody cares. You know how many people steal? Welcome to America. Happy 5th.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything else to say about anything?
Well, Kevin was he was saying he was saying if I had another Black Mirror thing.
Yeah, I'm ready. Give it to me.
Oh,
I'm
dear
I'm
Lord.
psyched.
Oh,
I'm
God.
psyched. Let's do it.
Open the wheel back up.
Hmm,
Oh, man. I spelled
trying
recommendations
to
wrong. How did I not notice this? It's got 3 C's. What an idiot.
um hmm, one sec.
Yeah, Genesis is gonna come back next week and be like, "What happened on the wheel?" And we'll be like, "I watched all 37 things."
Season 2, episode 1, named Be Right Back.
Be right back. Okay.
That was a pretty memorable episode for me, I think.
Okay.
Season 2, episode 1. Cool, great. A Black Mirror for Kevin. All right, everybody good with what they got?
Adam, I will definitely be messaging you again.
Kevin, good luck.
Good luck.
Do you recommend that Vampire D to Decimoto as well?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Fuck it.
Fuck
What's
it.
it called?
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Got it. Great. Wonderful.
How many things did he get today?
Decimoto got 1,
Four?
2, 3. Yeah, 4.
Oh.
Was it 4? What's the fourth one?
Dante's Inferno, Dead Space Downfall.
I forgot to write Dante's Inferno for you. I wrote it for me. I
there it is.
Rewatch
it. That's another one I own. I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm... Again, Graham McTavish. Killing it. Always.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, is everybody good? Anybody else want to recommend anything else? Or do you guys want to do something else this week other than sit in front of screens? Cool. Well, that wraps up episode 151 of Crafting a Chat. Again, join us next week. Kevin teased some of his topics next week. He'll have a lot of
no.
stuff.
Week after.
Yeah, but you also will have something the next week, I guarantee. So.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
No, Kevin, you're the only reliable one who has topics, except my wheel.
That's true.
Technically.
Yeah.
That people mostly don't participate other than me and Kevin. Kinda Decimoto, but at the same time he's like, yeah, give them to me. As it slowly builds and crushes him. And then Genesis is like, leave me for a week. I got a baby coming. And then 6 weeks later, he's only done one thing. But yeah, no. Decimoto and I will talk about Warrior next week. Genesis and I will talk about Secret Invasion hopefully next week. He'll probably be another episode behind by then, but who cares? Maybe we'll be 2 behind. Tune in next week to find out.
What am I going to talk about next week?
And then we're going to spend 3 hours talking about everything we watch. And then we might do that Metacritic user thing. It's only 12 questions. You'll do it in a group.
I might be talking about Breath Edge.
Might be talking. Oh yeah, might be. See.
On sale for very cheap.
Yeah, we might be talking about Breath Edge.
I hate that it's all one word. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kevin, if Returnal's okay, Breath Edge is okay. You know what I mean?
It's a little different, but all right.
But yeah, that's thanks for watching. Find us on YouTube, youtube.com/startingtoolate with 2 R's.
Oh wait, I didn't cover my games. Did I do my segment?
What segment?
Oh wait, no, I just didn't. I already talked about Omno. I played Omno as recommended by Adam.
Oh no, you didn't talk about that at all. But we talked about it earlier. Basically, yeah. I literally watched you play it for the wheel.
Yep. So.
Great.
Omno, recommend.
There you go.
There you go. That's pretty much all that has to be said. All right.
Yeah, don't worry. I already got your points and stuff locked in for that. So.
All right.
Which is weird because it's really only you and me gaining points at this point.
It's all good. I just like the recommendations from people.
I'm probably going to stop the points thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just not worth it. Because, yeah. But yeah, Twitch, it's there, probably. Or, maybe the guy fucks off again and tells us 32 minutes before the podcast starts. Because he also forgot it was Tuesday. Hey, see you next week, and we're probably all going to be on time. Bye! Bye! Say goodbye, Justin.
Bye.